Troy North is a genius.
Why? What do you do?
Last night I went home.
Yeah.
After working out.
Right.
Decided I was going to enjoy myself.
Okay.
Looked at myself in the mirror.
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Big change?
I haven't looked at myself pumped up yet.
Okay.
Yes.
He's good.
Does that make me gay?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I was looking at myself when I was doing it.
Uh-oh.
We've had this conversation in another form.
Yeah, I just want to see how you guys answer this one.
Same way I answered the first one. It can't be gay unless there's another guy involved.
Yeah. I think.
You guys sure you want to hang on to that?
If you're doing it to yourself.
It don't make you gay. Nah.
Has to be another guy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What?
Look at him. He's got that look on his face.
I got no look.
Yes, you do.
Did it feel gay?
What?
Looking at yourself and...
No, it just kind of worked me up. It's like, wow, look at that.
Look at me. He's good.
I'm not going to say anything else. Just in case I decide to jump on you guys for being gay. I don't want to be on the gay boat.
Okay.
No, I wasn't turned on. And yes, it does.
Not if there aren't other guys involved.
If you're looking at an image of another guy and you're getting worked up, and if you're trying to get your own thing in your mouth, you are gay.
No.
Yes.
There has to be at least one other guy involved. It's different, I'll grant you that. But not gay.
What would you rather be caught doing?
Looking in the mirror or...
No. Just manually taking care of yourself? Or with your mouth?
I'd say manually.
Okay.
I'd probably have more
Why
to
is
say.
that?
I'd have more to say to defend myself.
Okay. Why do you need more to defend yourself the other way?
No, I mean because I wouldn't have anything in my mouth. No, I think either way you're not gay. There's got to be another guy.
That wasn't the question.
What's the question?
I don't want to ask it again. I'm in a bad mood. Just answer the question.
Well, I don't know what it is.
Obviously, we'd have to get caught with a hand.
That's what I'm asking.
Only because the other one's just weirder, that's all.
It's not weirder. It's gay.
Okay.
No, it's not.
That's something that would carry through. Think about it.
Okay.
How far would that carry through your life?
Yeah, I agree.
You know why?
Why? It's not.
It'd only carry through your life because you'd be doing it all the time.
No. If somebody finds out, you're screwed. I wouldn't want anybody to know I was trying to do that.
Other guys would be envious.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
If you could take your... Are you crazy?
Well, I wouldn't do that last part that you said.
That don't make any difference. According to you guys, you can do all of that, and that don't make you gay. I'm sorry. If you swallow... makes you gay.
I don't think so. I don't think it's healthy or smart. But
I don't care if it's what it is. I don't even care if it's in vogue. It makes you gay.
Why don't you go to dictionary.com and
I don't give a rat's ass what you dig up on the internet. I could dig up stuff on the internet that says that give me something. We went to the moon.
Yes.
You'll find all kinds of stuff on the internet.
Wouldn't a dictionary definition, whatever that may be, settle this issue once and for all?
No, it wouldn't. Because definitions change as the culture changes. And if you stick in your mouth, you are gay. I don't care who it is.
Well, I suspect...
I don't even care how long it's in there.
Well, I
don't care if it just kind of bounces off your lips.
I think that potentiality has been available to mankind for a considerable period of time. Hence, it should have made its way into the dictionary in some form.
I'm sure it hasn't. I'm sure they have other things to address. World issues, peace in the Middle East.
In a dictionary?
Getting your own thing in your mouth is not one of the things that they're probably interested in.
They're interested in defining words. You're asking if that makes you gay. Let's look up homosexual and see what it says.
It may not include everything that I'm talking about. And just because it doesn't include doesn't mean that it's not, that my definition isn't accurate.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. It's just a dictionary. It's not the end-all, be-all of all definitions. What's the matter with you? Why don't you go get out of here? swallow it.
I think if he could, he probably would get out of here.
The dictionary is not the
And from what I hear from Valerie, you probably can do it. Say, do you mind if I take Valerie out?
No, I don't care.
See, I told you wouldn't mind.
Oh, perfect.
Go ahead. What? See, and if you hit them a couple of times from two different directions, it diffuses the
Well,
bomb.
no, all I'm saying is look it up in the dictionary.
I don't want to look it up in the dictionary.
Clearly,
Just
because I'm right.
It's not going to say you're right or wrong. It's going to be a fruitless endeavor.
No, it won't. It will define the word. Your position is the dictionary isn't the final resource.
It is not, which is why I haven't brought it up. It may not. Have you noticed that in the dictionary from time to time they have more definitions and they add as the culture changes?
Absolutely.
Okay, then maybe this hasn't been added yet. I'm telling you, if you stick your mouth, you're gay. Gay.
So
gay.
Well, okay, so you admit that it's not in the dictionary. What resource do you think?
I don't know what it's in. I'm not looking because it's a fruitless endeavor.
Because you won't find it. That's why it's fruitless.
I don't know what I'm going to find. I'm just telling you, it's an FE. I don't have time for FEs. YFO? Hold on a second, because this one's true. Yeah, Billy?
Hey, I got a question for you, Russ.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that Alexa Economos on Channel 8 looks a little bigger up top than when she first started?
Yeah. The last couple of months, they've looked quite... Even today, I noticed she was wearing like a blue blazer.
Yeah.
And she couldn't get it all the way buttoned because her yams were just starting... Just because her yams were starting to stick out of it.
Maybe she's pregnant.
Yeah.
I don't think she's pregnant.
Hot.
She's not married, I don't think.
Oh, I thought she was.
Yeah, she does.
So.
And I wish she'd shut that Debbie Denman chick up.
I agree.
Have you watched it?
I have.
Thanks, Billy.
I have.
You would think that the producers would just say, shut up. We have a teleprompter for a reason. We don't need cutesy segues from a story to the weather. We don't need little giggles. We don't need anything. Your job is to talk. Mm-hmm. Talk and don't do any more than what's on the prompter. Every day it's something cute and giggly. Mm-hmm. It's really the only newscast I like to watch when they're just reading. The little ad-lib stuff, I got no use for. Greg Fields, he's pretty good at getting away from them because he can tell when they've got a stupid ad-lib coming up, he just kind of takes the weather and goes on. Mm-hmm. And Scott Sams is getting worse.
He is. He wasn't there today. He was Brad Watson on the early one.
I like Brad Watson.
I do too, but he's just so dry.
I'm not looking for an artsy-fartsy show. I just want somebody to give me the news. I don't like Scott Sams where he sits there and he smirks and he says something and he waits for the laughter and it doesn't come because it's not funny and it's that great big long pause and nobody says anything. And they do it day in and day out, which means they have no concept of what they're doing.
And he has put on weight. And he can talk about his diet all he wants.
Yeah, he can't even put his arms around his stomach anymore.
No, he turned sideways the other day and it was like, oh my God. Right on, dead on, you don't really see it as much.
Happened really quick with him, too.
No, it didn't. He's been fat for a long time.
But he seemed like he put on a lot on the last few months after he got off that diet.
Yeah, maybe he was doing the Atkins thing. Because they say once you go back and readjust and put the carbs back in, you explode. And he has. Mm. Oh, yeah. I tell you, he lives not too far from me.
No.
Yeah.
I know that.
I was out cruising in the Batmobile one time, saw him.
What?
It was either him or his Meemaw came to visit.
I don't understand. Just fat or?
Yes.
Okay.
Big. Big. Fatter in person.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's odd because normally TV makes you look fatter.
Well, for television, they're doing everything possible to make him look as good as they possibly can.
Everything.
Yeah. Big. Mm-hmm. Biggie big.
Was he big?
Big. Had on a flowery shirt.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Big.
Yeah.
Probably used to make a nice shower curtain. What is a guy on 7? Same day Gay Steven got your ass. Yeah, Bob?
Russ, buddy, if you went home and did that on the same day Gay Steven touched your naked ass...
No.
You would be headed that way.
I know. No. I fought Gay Steven all the way. till he finally got in me.
He didn't get in.
He got damn close.
He did. I will give you that. He got close. He got his pants off yesterday.
Really?
Yes.
Down to bare ass. He's actually touched Russ's bare butt now.
Actually, almost tore my jeans.
No kidding.
Tore him right down here. I mean, he's pulling on him. I went this way under the console to my left, around JD. I'm headed out this way to the door. That thing catches me at the door. It's pulling on my pants. And, of course, Eddie comes to nobody's rescue.
He can't breathe. He's laughing so hard.
And he's pulling. You would think is there Golden Sierra?
Holy Grail.
Sierra Madre or something. The Holy Grail is in my ass, and he's going. And he's pulling, and I'm pulling him up, and he's pulling him down. And yesterday I had on a little brief underwear, and those come down, and I feel my ass hit.
Skin hit skin.
Yeah. Now he's smacking me on the ass.
Well, he got him all twisted because he was showing Aunt Valerie how good he looks with it. Now that he's worked out. So he has his pants down already.
I have them all the way down.
No, he just had them unbuckled.
Right.
So it wasn't that hard to get his pants off.
So Steven's over there in that studio, and I see him coming. I holler at Jetty,
Eddie.
This guy over here. You grab the door and hold it. Steven comes flying in, and that's it. He was a Wolverine.
Just do it.
Why?
Just get it over with and give in. It'd be a lot easier than...
Did I ask for any help with the show today, Everett?
It's a talk show. I'm having a conversation.
Yeah. Would you tell me off the air to really give into gay sex?
No.
Thank you. Anything else?
No.
Thank you. And why weren't you any help?
It was just funny. Did you see his eyes roll back in his head?
No.
When your butt came out, his eyes were gone.
Yeah, they were.
What do you mean they were gone?
It was like,
They rolled completely back, and then he gave that.
there's a look. Eddie got the look right there.
Where's the stun gun?
On my desk.
Okay. I need to start keeping that in here.
Okay.
Because I didn't think about that till afterwards. I can't really shoot him.
No.
And he did get in my ass.
He didn't.
Yes, he did.
I saw it. He spanked you and he rode you, but he didn't get in you.
Are you trying to minimize the damage?
I'm just telling you what happened.
Yeah, that don't sound no better.
I don't think I'd let you on the stand if you were there trying to help me.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and that's what happened.
But you're not minimizing any of the damages. He pulled your ass out and he rode you.
Insertion did not happen.
What are you going to do about this guy?
I don't know.
He's relentless.
At first, it was kind of funny because he's chasing you around the building and it's a nice bit. But when my pants came down yesterday, that ain't funny no more. That's my ass is out. And if he's rolling his eyes at my ass, we've gone too far. We've gone beyond the boundaries of entertainment.
Yes. It was funny to all of us. Sorry. It really was. If I'd had a video camera, you'd laugh too.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's even funny the next day.
Because you didn't get hurt. I mean, he's harmless. Even though he rode you out in the hall. He jumped on his back. Russ was running him down the hall screaming. I think he's getting murdered. He didn't hurt you.
He's had it for you for a while now. I mean, this isn't going away.
And that noise that he makes when he's his gay mating noise.
I think that's what sends Eddie over the edge. The wail.
Do we have one of his things in here? One of his attacks?
We did.
I made the promo, the attack yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm going to tell you.
Does he make the noise?
Yeah.
Load it up, Eddie.
Last time on the Russ Martin Show.
Lock the door. Lock the door. Lock the door. Lock the door. Steven's coming.
No.
There he is.
Eddie, hold the door.
He heard you. Oh, no. Got his pants down.
He touched my naked ass.
Yes, he did. That was like how I would envision a woman being dragged into the woods before she's raped.
He touched my ass. I've been violated. Get rape crisis on the phone. He stuck it in.
No, he didn't.
He stuck it in.
Don't check them back there.
I am. I think I'm bleeding.
No, you're not.
Yes.
Bleed.
I have vaginal tearing.
No, you don't.
Yes, that's always indicative of rape. I have vaginal
you
tearing.
don't have a,
Yes, it is.
You don't have that.
Yes, I do.
You don't have that.
I have a vagina.
No, you
That's
don't.
why I wipe from front to back. Don't tell me I don't know what I'm doing.
The Russ.
There we go.
He didn't make that guttural noise.
That was I may have cut that out for time because it was a lot longer, the chase and the whole thing, but I have to make the promo about a minute, so.
just going to start keeping the stun gun in here. That won't kill him, will it?
I don't think he'll get near you.
Quick, no.
Okay.
You hold it on him, yeah.
You just go, if you fire that thing off, he'll quit. He won't get him. He won't bother you.
All right. I think if I have anything else before we get started. I think I left my show notes at home. That's all right. Not much on it for today anyway. Are we all set for tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Thursday. We are.
Okay.
Well, we're staying late tonight to make sure we are.
Okay.
Trey's been working all day, all last night and all day today. And Eddie's been bringing a lot of stuff, and I spent all night on the computer last night finding stuff.
Is Trey digging up more actualities?
Yes. Yes, he is.
Everett, do you know the definition of actuality?
Actuality.
Yes. If I sent you an email with nothing on it, how many
Say it.
I just keep seeing the email in my head that Trey sent back.
Just tell me what he said.
No.
How many actualities do we have for Thursday?
Actualities?
Right.
Well, I couldn't tell you.
Okay. So you would probably send an email back that said, I don't know what that means.
Right.
Or check with JD or somebody and then answer it, right?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want to know the definition first, or you want to know what he sent back?
Go ahead and give me the definition first.
Definition, as far as news and broadcasting goes, it's like basic sound clips, where you go to something that actually happened in the field.
I see.
All right. So you're doing a story, and you go, let's have the actuality, and then you play that. So it's a sound clip, basically.
Gotcha.
Of an event. So the email that I get back from Trey is, well, we got Chuck and Tammy and Maylee Thomas coming in on Thursday.
I see.
It's like, didn't Jackie just assumed actualities by some weird stretch of the imagination must be people?
He just latched onto the word and wanted to use it.
I don't even know where he was going with it.
Well, he just clearly was not clear on the definition.
I think he's retarded. How many actualities do we have for Thursday?
Oof. I think he probably didn't want to write back to you and say he didn't know. Can you go, are you an idiot? Why don't you know?
Then it was even worse. At least run around and look in the bottom of the Dairy Queen sack and look at Russ's actuality.
It has sprinkles.
Oh no.
This one does.
It melted again. We had 7 actualities, but you're melted. Sorry. All right, then it's just me. I'll let him off the hook on that one.
Okay.
Seems like he did something else stupid yesterday or today, though. Oh, I know what it was. This isn't that big of a deal. I said I want to know all the info on LeBaire.
Okay.
How do people make reservations? What does it cost? Age range? I need all the specifics. What it takes for a guy to get in there if he wants to come with his girlfriend, okay? I need all of this now, and I need it on the web in case anybody wants to go and make reservations. I get an email back. It says, guys can only get in with a chick, and you got to buy a bottle of wine, and you can't sit with your date. That's all I got back. Okay. It's typical fashion of him. I can't get everything in one stinking email. I got to go back and go, where's the rest of the stuff? I will give each and every one of you a Susan B. Anthony if you will just give me all the information in one email.
I normally do, don't I?
Huh?
Don't I normally do that?
I just have to repeat myself all the time. I probably spend 20% of my day repeating myself or having to go back and ask for more information. A brand new Susan B. Anthony. I'll make one.
Okay.
If you guys will just help me out. That's what a lot of today was. Then I had to go back and go, where's all the other stuff that I asked for? Oh, well, I wanted to ask you about this first. I don't want you to ask me about anything. I want answers to my questions. And then later I'll let you know if I have anything else I want to command you to do. In the meantime, give me my email. Everything with him is bits and pieces. And right now, in the middle of all of this today, I'm trading emails with Ken Goldberg.
I saw some of those. Those are interesting.
He's an idiot.
How did that come about?
Oh, you know who we're talking about.
Oh, sure.
He used to do nights here for about 6 weeks, 2 months.
Lawyer.
Yeah, threatened to whack us if we came down there.
I remember.
He sends out an email. I don't even think I kept it. It said he just returned. This is to his mailing list.
Okay.
Just returned from my sabbatical.
Sabbatical?
Yes. Then he goes on to talk about me, the show, how I'm a punk. Calls Seabird a two-faced whore.
Really?
Yeah. said I should be bitch slapped.
Okay.
So today I'm sitting at the computer and I went, really? I sent him an email. Why don't you come bitch slap me instead of saying I need to be? So it's back and forth. 2 kids on the playground.
Right.
What did you do this? Well, I'll do this. Well, you going to have your posse? I'm sorry. I didn't realize your threats came with the condition of your safety. Either come and get me or don't.
Good point.
So he throws out, more conditions. Last chance. Either come and get me or don't. And that was it. I think he was looking, at the end he thought I was trying to bait him into something because the last email said, well, there was certainly no threat involved or an intended.
I see. Covering his bases.
Yeah.
Well, now that he's back, how can we tell?
Back from what?
His sabbatical.
I don't know.
I mean, did he have some big announcement attached to that other than to malign you and Siebert?
No, that's pretty much it. Seemed to be the thrust of it. Just a 50-year-old loser man can't keep a job.
I see.
It's pathetic. Mm-hmm. Just a guy with a mouth almost as big as his nose.
It's back in the inbox of the show account if you want it.
Somebody sent it again?
I moved it over.
Oh. Russ Gay Steven Goldberg. Is that the one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the text.
I'm sorry, it's down lower. It's Shooter Law and Order Update.
Oh, I got it. All right, here's the first couple of sentences, because I've already been through all of this. I've recently returned from my sabbatical. Thank you to the many who have kept in touch via email. Some of you expressed distress that you had heard Russ Martin and make more disparaging remarks about me on the air since my firing. Let me take a moment to reply. Why are you even listening to that jerk? The truth is that he is not pretending to be a jerk on the radio. He really is one, like in real life. Why are you drawn to the flame like moths to hateful radio? Russ Martin started saying uncomplimentary things about me after my first week on it. You know the rest of it.
Okay.
And then where he goes on, then he talks about how he set up the meeting with Siebert.
Oh.
Our GM. You got a new night guy.
Right.
Ain't been in radio 3 months.
Right.
Decides he's going to set up a meeting with the GM and tell him what needs to be done at the station. A meeting that Bob McNeil, program director, wasn't privy to.
Really?
Yeah. What normally happens in a corporation when you do crap like that?
The axe falls.
Yes. Quite quickly.
Yes.
And he wants to turn around and blame me for getting popped. I'd love to take credit for it.
Kind of hard for you, too, given those facts.
Yeah. Had it been a great, big, successful show, and he was on for a long time, and I got pissed off at him, and he vanished, then, yeah, I'd say I had something to do with it. He had too much else working against him, and Ace turned himself into the victim.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't my fault. Russ didn't like me. He's a big bully.
Never gave me a chance.
I'm the victim. I'm a defense attorney. That's my job, to turn the perp into a victim. It's not my fault. I'm just a product of society. It's really your fault. Why? Because I'm the victim. Let me go. Forgive me. So then he talks about his meeting with Siebert and calls Siebert. Let me make sure I quote him correctly.
Okay.
I kind of like him saying the manager said he didn't know the situation. But that was because he was as two-faced a corporate whore as ever walked the earth.
Wow.
Yeah. Of course he's right, but it looks funny in print.
Yeah, you don't usually see people stupid enough to write it down and send it in an email.
No. What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Just your little comment there.
I'll say nothing. All right. Anyway, so that's the story with Goldberg. Trading emails back and forth with him today, and I'm just sending back 2 or 3 word emails, pissing him off, and his get longer, and I'm dealing with Trey, and I'm having to suck information out of him and making sure that the police fire DVD and the poster get online today to sell, so we're ready to go by 9/11. It's a busy day, and I'm having to extrapolate information from people. I don't have time.
You seem tense.
I am. Susan B. Anthony. Everybody gets a brand new $2 coin.
Okay. I think I normally do.
Just all at once.
Give you
help Trey.
Everything you want.
Help Trey.
I will.
No more little bits and pieces emails.
I try to make mine brief but concise.
Can we do news first?
Yes.
Good. Yes, Stephen?
Russ.
What?
So by your definition of gay, does that mean...
Dude, 30 minutes ago. And I'm sorry I had to use the word dude, but it was so appropriate in your idiotic case.
Was there?
All right, 3:38. J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.
Thank you, Russ. Brought to us by Miller Lite and by Joy Internet.
Joy.net. Quality internet for $6.95 a month. It's fast, reliable, and secure. Internet with no advertising, just clean, straightforward service. Go to www.getjoi.net. This hour of the Russ Martin Show is brought to you in part by Miller Lite.
For Wednesday, September the 10th, 2003, Guy Ritchie, Madonna fame, turns 35 today. Joe Perry of Aerosmith, 53. Jose Feliciano is 58. Danny Hutton from Three Dog Night is 61. Arnold Palmer is 74. A day before the anniversary of the attacks blamed on his group, Osama bin Laden has purportedly been shown in a new tape. Al Jazeera has shown video of the al-Qaeda chief and his deputy today, which he says was filmed in late April or early May. The two are seen walking down a rocky mountain. Bin Laden is using a walking stick, wearing Afghan-style clothing. He's accompanied by an aide carrying an automatic rifle. The speaker calls on Muslims to join him in the new jihad, promising that more attacks are on the way. He also said, quote, "I would say to them, those who don't agree with killing, then they can step out of the way." The speaker, purported to be bin Laden, praises the work of the September the 11th hijackers, and a CIA report says 10 people identified as top financiers for al-Qaeda have been captured or killed in the last 2 years. Michael Bloomberg said today he has asked Vice President Dick Cheney not to attend the city's World Trade Center anniversary ceremony because Cheney's security would have inconvenienced family members of the victims. As of now, Dick Cheney says he will still attend the memorial. And about 24 tons of steel from the South Tower is now being melted down so it can be molded in the front of a new U.S. Navy ship. It will be christened the USS New York. Navy spokesman says this symbolizes and recognizes the great courage of the people of New York. There's quite a symbolic link in the name. And now we're putting the steel from the World Trade Center in a forward part of the ship that literally breaks the waves. And just moments before you need to listen to this because it involves our computers. Just moments before a top Microsoft executive told Congress about efforts to improve security, the company warned customers today of a serious new flaw, and several flaws actually, that leave its flagship Windows software vulnerable to internet attacks, remarkably similar to the blaster virus that infected hundreds of millions of computers last month. Microsoft urged customers to immediately apply for a free repairing patch from its website. Oh man, you stink. What is that?
What?
You reek.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
Oh, thank you.
Take one of those baby wipes and put it over your face.
Go to the website, Microsoft.com, to get a free repairing patch. It's cautioned that hackers could seize complete control of their victims' computers by attacking these flaws. So that's a new one out just today. Simon and Garfunkel made the big announcement yesterday. They're going to be out on their very first major tour together since 1983. They're calling it the Old Friends Tour. And
I didn't know they toured in 83.
Says they did.
I don't think they toured I didn't know they toured since they broke up in the 70s.
I think they had a reunion in the early 80s.
But why is it they can't get along?
I don't know.
Have they ever said?
I don't know.
It's got to be ego.
It's been going on forever.
Plus, look at Paul Simon. Mm-hmm. His career continued. The Art Garfunkel guy.
Garfunkel had a couple hits.
What did he have?
Disney Girls. He had another one. There were a couple hits in the
hell is Disney Girls?
In mid-70s, late 70s. He had a couple. It was a hit.
How does it go?
Fantasy World and those Disney Girls. I'm coming home. That's just the lyrics. I'm not going to sing it.
It's not very catchy.
No.
Yeah, we don't like it yet. Sing some more.
I'm not.
Oh, come on.
They're calling.
What's his other hit?
I have to look it up. I don't remember. There were a couple though.
Do the Disney Girls.
No.
Oh, come on.
And they're going to get started October the 18th at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
Are they coming here?
They have not announced all the cities. It'll be a 30-city tour, going to end sometime in mid-December, and they're going to focus on songs from the 5 albums, obviously, play them pretty much like you remember them, with a couple of new ones in there.
Why are they doing new ones?
I don't know. The full list of date has not been released, but tickets for the 3 shows go on sale between now and Monday. You can go to Ticketmaster.com for those. And then that's where they will announce the rest of the shows.
I don't really care. CNN was making a big deal about it yesterday. They're about to have a live news conference to announce, whether if they're going to continue, if they're going to get back together. It's just been funny if they got on TV and went, screw this, we still hate each other.
Throwing things at you.
And they just walked off.
We're not touring.
Screw you, we just want to get on TV one more time. Would you go to see them?
No. I wouldn't.
I can't think of anything I would want to. What's the Hear Scarborough Fair?
No.
Mrs. Robinson.
No.
Bridge Over Troubled Water. Stuff like that give you cancer.
It won't.
It seems like it would.
It won't.
You wish you had it.
Yeah.
Diabetes, maybe.
Yeah, maybe if I caught cancer, I'd go, maybe my prostate cancer will come back.
No. Tom Sizemore, already awaiting sentencing for physically abusing and threatening Heidi Fleiss, has now been sued, as we talked about before, for harassment and sexual battery by a former personal assistant. Some of the details of that are now coming out. New York Daily News has extracted some things from the lawsuit. For instance, in his trailer one time, Tom pointed to his exposed groin upon which Heidi was tattooed. The walls of Tom's...
No, he didn't.
This is what's in the lawsuit. This is all alleged.
Well, first of all, why would you sue somebody because he pointed at his weenie?
She's just saying here's some other things that went on. He's showing himself. He's always asking for sex, offering to pay it, just being really kinky. On the walls of his trailer, on the set robbery homicide division, which has been canceled, were plastered pictures of naked women exposing the goods.
So?
However, the pictures were all labeled with the words slut, whore, and bitch.
And?
Maybe those were their stage names.
No, I don't think so. Tom and Paulina, that's her name, Tom asked Paulina rather to insert porn videos into his VCR and then watch while he basically
there's nothing wrong with that.
Did himself.
Now, he has to have those tapes inserted into his ass. And that would be weird.
She refused that. Tom regularly utilized call girls, no big deal there, and offered one of them $20,000 per month just to be around. And last but not least, Tom told Paulina that he knew people that could have somebody beaten up or killed if they messed with him. He also claimed he was going to get Mike Tyson taken care of because Mike was seeing one of his girlfriends.
Did this chick date him before? Obviously, it was after Heidi if he had the tattoo. Yeah, so you already know what you're getting into.
She didn't date him. She was a personal assistant.
Oh, my mistake.
Yeah. She was hired as a personal assistant, and he would come to the door of his house naked, and,
And? It's your house.
I realize.
You can do that.
She felt it was a hostile work environment, and he was constantly asking for sex, even offered to pay, wanted her friends to come over. And she just... I think, in a way, she's kind of capitalizing on the Heidi thing.
You think?
Yeah, so she wants some cash, and she'll shut up.
Okay,
finally, this will be the audio. Did I give it to you? Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a new movie out. It's called Once Upon a Time in Mexico. It's coming out tomorrow. Antonio Banderas here on cut number 1 on what it was like shooting Once Upon a Time in Mexico on digital video rather than film.
What?
Pointed.
Excuse me.
Oh, you stink.
You don't know if it stinks. It just came out.
The other one did.
That's like reviewing a movie before it hits the theaters.
Excuse me.
Let it get to, let it get to your auditorium.
No, that's a Kevin Costner. I know it's going to suck.
How dare you?
That's a Waterworld fart. It is.
What am I playing? I forget.
Antonio Banderas about shooting on digital video rather than film for this movie.
Why do I care about that?
I don't know. Just it's very unique. That they shot it on video instead of film.
What cut?
Cut number 1.
All right, here it comes.
The rituals are totally different to when you shoot.
The what things are different?
That's why I pulled it out.
All right, hold on.
He can't speak English.
The rituals are totally different.
The rituals?
I believe he said the rituals on film are different, I think.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know.
He sounds like a Spanish Ren from Ren and Stimpy.
Yes, let's listen.
The rituals are totally different.
The rituals on tour. No?
No, I don't think so.
You idiot.
The rituals are totally different to when you shoot with film. You're not expecting.
I'm out.
Wow.
Anybody?
No way.
All right.
Spending so much money, so you feel very free actually just to keep going and going and do things that you normally wouldn't do, with another type of material. And
well, first of all, you can't understand him. B, nobody really knows what he's talking about. Obviously, it's cheaper to shoot on this because what are they shooting on? Digital
video.
Okay. You screw up a scene, you can go back and shoot over that tape. Mm-hmm. Or you keep it and you just keep shooting more because tape is cheap. Not everybody realizes it's very expensive to shoot on film.
And you don't have to develop it and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
Right.
You screw up an entire tape, you rewind, and you start again.
There is action. You never listen cut. You're in front of the camera, and you may say, let me just do this line again. And then you do it again. It's $72 a tape like this. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's just great.
See? Told you.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico, again, comes out. You want to hear a scene? It's Johnny Depp and Antonio Banderas, who he wants him to kill for him. Johnny Depp's asking Antonio Banderas to
Can we understand him in this?
No.
Okay. Can we really not?
Yeah, a little bit better. He wasn't trying to say, rejoice.
So much more corn. So you going to cornhole me?
No. You must love her then.
Yes.
We'll campaign.
Is that the wrong tape?
Yes.
Oh.
Paying for her. Cut number 2.
Love to see her again.
What is that?
Cut my lights. Oh. It's audio of cutting the lights on for Officer Joe.
Okay.
Oh, that's why it's on there. I listened to this. I sat in the studio last night after the workout. Mm-hmm. I listened to this thing probably 15 times. Laughed every single time.
Yeah.
Have you heard this yet?
I have not.
Uh-oh.
Really? Well, I'll give it to you in a nutshell. Screw the Ontario vaginal tear.
Right.
You know who, you know how Diane Ragsdale is?
Yes.
Used to be on the city council.
Right.
Nut used to scream at people, did you cut your lights on for Officer Joe?
Yes.
Screaming. Hot chocolate woman, buck teeth. With me?
Yes.
Okay. That's what we're talking about here is her buck teeth.
Okay.
And how sexy I thought it was.
I'm with you.
It's on for her.
Mm-hmm.
Got my lights on for buck teeth. I'm going to get me a bumper sticker. I break for buck teeth. Man, I'd like to watch her eat cheese.
Quit it.
They tell me later. That thumping noise you hear?
Right.
That's me rolling around on the floor.
Yeah, I was really thirsty, but I held off taking a drink because I felt like there was a big Dr. Pepper nose moment coming. Yeah, that's good stuff.
And then I go home, and I'm going through that Don Sierra website, russmartin.info, and I find that audio clip on there, and I sit at the house and I listen to it over and over.
Yeah.
For like 20 minutes. And I laugh and I'm crying. And finally, I just have to turn the computer off because I realize I'm not going to stop. Just like I'm not going to stop now. It's on for her.
Mm-hmm.
Got my lights on for buck teeth. I'm going to get me a bumper sticker. I break for buck teeth. Man, I'd like to watch her eat cheese.
Quit it. I'm sorry, I couldn't. So give me the spray. Thank you.
Kind of comes over you in waves, doesn't it?
What?
Kind of comes over you in waves, doesn't it?
It does. Just about the time you think that it's over, Eddie kind of comes back around.
Right.
His laugh kind of ebbs and tides.
Right.
Is that right? Ebb and tide? No, it's ebb tide. Ebb and fall.
Ebb and flow.
Ebb and flow. Yeah. Ebb and tide is funny too.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't even know why that's funny.
What kind of cheese?
Colby Longhorn. I gotta register that website.
Yeah.
Buck teeth chicks eating cheese.
Yeah. No.
Flax on cheese.
Are
you done?
I'm done.
All right, good.
And news and information, I'm J.D. Ryan, live 105.3 to talk to Ross, Texas.
Martin Show. Russ Martin Show.
Hi, Gail.
Hi.
All right. What do you got?
I've got USA Network, Just Breaks, and UPN.
Right. Your out cute is UPN 21.
Tom Berenger stars in the smash hit series on USA Network. Peacemakers, an all-new episode tonight at 9 on the USA Network. Just Breaks gives a pro rata 50,000-mile warranty on everything they do, and they offer same-day service. Just Breaks. Just stop and think about it. Tonight on UPN 21, Wednesday is all new, bumping it up with back-to-back premieres with the all-new Enterprise everyone is waiting for, followed by the debut of the ultimate human upgrade, Jake 2.0. Tonight on UPN 21.
Whoa, that's really distorted. If somebody says they can't understand just because that's distorted on the phone thing.
We could talk about that off the air maybe next time.
Okay.
Thanks.
Southbound 35 Simmons at Continental, there's a stalled bus. It was smack in the middle of the freeway. Now it's off to the shoulder and traffic slow from Wycliffe. On northbound 35 South RL Thornton at 67, there's some road work in the right lane. That's causing a backup to Keith. They're pouring concrete, actually. Fort Worth and the mid-cities are doing really very well. A lot better than they were this morning. Treat your family to the special taste of Owens, and now your local Minyard is featuring a variety of Owens snack wedges and rolled sausage for just $2.19. Owens, from our family to yours. I'm Gail Lightfoot on Live 105.3, The Talk that Rocks Texas.
Thank you, Gail. 72 for the overnight low. Some scattered storms coming in tomorrow. Cooling things off a little bit. Should be mid-80s for the high. We're at 91 degrees now at the Live 105.3, The Talk that Rocks Texas.
And Everett said he didn't mind.
He does mind. He's being polite.
I don't think he really cares.
I think everybody cares. It's an unwritten rule. You don't date somebody's ex.
But if he says it's okay. Is it okay, Everett?
It's okay with me. I mean,
see, Everett don't care.
Did you see the way he said it? Instead of, oh, absolutely, go for it. It's okay with me. There's a difference in the way you say that.
No.
It's not okay.
I think he's not wanting to endorse it because he knows how it's going to play out.
Bingo.
Well, it's funny to say, but the fact is it's just an unwritten rule. You just don't date other people's exes.
Even though he said it was okay.
Yes.
Let me ask you this off the air.
Okay. Go ahead, John.
I told you he was not comfortable.
I think he is.
No. He's not. I wouldn't be. Put it that way.
Why?
If you
were done with somebody?
If I was done with Joy, I would expect you not to touch her.
For how long?
Forever. It's just a rule. I think
John. Forever?
Forever. It's just a deal. That was mine. Leave it alone. Just let it go. There's so many women out there.
Well, that's a very insecure take on that.
It's not an insecure take
absolutely
on it.
Is.
No.
You just don't ever want to think that possibly she saw something in me during your relationship.
No.
That's where insecurity lives. That's where insecurity lives. That's where it breeds. That's where it gets warm and gets ready to open up. Whatever that is that happens, that's what it is. Blooms, blossoms.
No.
Rises.
I would say no. All right, I'll put it this way. This last chick you were with, very cute, young. You liked her a lot?
Which one?
The last serious relationship for any length of time.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
The last chick that I cared about.
There we go.
All the rest of them have been tissues.
There we go. Absolutely.
Human tissues.
Mm-hmm. So Joy and I break up, and I want to take her out.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Is that McNeil?
It's McNeil sneezing.
What's wrong with him?
You get the sneezies.
Really loud.
Yeah. I saw him sneeze the other day. The big red snot bubble came out and went back in. Oh, it was a snot bubble.
Kind of like a chameleon when they try to mate.
It was not long.
It was.
It was not long. It was not long. It was not.
It blew out and sucked back in. Bob, then your lung come out? Some of your fibula hairs come off.
No, I don't think so. Wasn't a lung.
Where was I?
I got on a date this last chick you cared about. Because Joey and I are gone, and you are not interested in her, obviously, because you two have passed.
Yes.
So I can go out with her.
If she says that she thinks there's something in you that could help her grow as a person,
yes,
and she thinks that there's some type of relationship that could blossom from there, I give you.
Thank you. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought.
No, if she wants to go out with you, that's fine.
It wouldn't be.
As long as you ask.
You wouldn't want me.
As long as you ask my permission.
Hey, how was your weekend? Great. We had all weekend long. I was pounding your girlfriend. Oh, excuse me.
Not my girlfriend.
Your ex, I forgot.
Your girlfriend.
Okay. And that wouldn't bother you in the least.
No. Why?
You say that now.
And it's certainly not the first time it would have happened.
It certainly is.
It is not.
It is.
I can only imagine how many of my exes you pounded.
I have not pounded a one. Not one.
You diddle them?
Didn't diddle anybody.
Fingers?
No. Not even a kiss.
Cans?
No.
Hugs?
No.
Hugs?
I've seen one. Well, hugs.
You've seen one what?
Naked.
Which one?
She was a dancer. That one.
Okay.
I've seen her naked.
Why?
She was at work, and we went in there. It's just odd when that's when you know that's your buddy's girlfriend.
Right.
She's standing there just naked as she got out of the shower going, really? Well, what are y'all doing later? Okay. And I'm trying not to look.
Sure, but...
Yeah, you did a dandy job, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
Well, how are you not going to look at that?
She was working. It wasn't like I went over to her house and walked into her bathroom and went, hey, what's up?
Well, you don't mind if I go over to wherever Joy works and sit next to her and just stare at her for a while, do you?
I do. I certainly do. But I was there with your permission. I'm not saying I wasn't going around behind your back. We were there together.
So I don't see any problem with it.
Yeah, of course you don't, because it's not your ex-girlfriend. And it's not like 2 or 3 girls ago. It's his last ex-girlfriend.
Everett's very happy now. Everett's very secure in his relationship. Everett's very secure in the world around him. The parts that he's cognizant of.
I'm sitting right here, by the way. If you're going to say that kind of stuff, you should at least wait till I'm out of the room.
I thought that was a compliment.
I think he's just saying it just to be nice.
Everett, are you just being nice?
No. I mean,
it doesn't bother you in the least.
Have you ever really seen Everett get twisted about anything?
No, not really.
Not much bothers me.
It just seems to me that's just a general. I think it's a girl emotion too. No chick wants to. Hey, I'm going to go out with your ex-boyfriend because you're done with him. No, you're not.
Honestly, I bear Valerie no ill will. If that makes her happy and Russ wants to do that and that makes him happy,
so
be it.
Monday we hear the stories about them having sex. You okay with that?
I wouldn't say that in front of Everett. That's rude.
Okay, well,
why would he want to know about that?
If you go out with her.
Plus, he already knows what it's like. Why would I share the same information? We're going to compare notes?
I don't know. It's just odd.
Well, I think you're being overly insensitive.
I'm not being overly insensitive.
You just said Monday I should call and tell him if I did.
No. That subject will come up.
It will not. There's no reason for it to come up. What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me. That's just weird. Some people start dating, eventually they're going to have sex.
Become combative lately.
I'm not combative. I'm actually taking up for Everett.
Well, that's very kind of you, JD, but truly, I mean...
No problem. Okay. I misread.
There's no concern.
What was there to misread? He's always said it's okay.
He's saying it.
Valerie and I aren't together anymore. She's free to do as she pleases.
Just because he still cares about her doesn't mean that he wants... Hang on a second. He don't care.
Okay.
Well, look at it this way. It would be absurd for me to presume that she's not going to date other people. I'm sure she has and will continue to do so.
I just wouldn't want to see it in my face and know it was my buddy. I like my last girlfriend before Joy.
I tell you what you don't like. You don't like failure rubbed in your face. And that's exactly what it would be. If some other guy's with your girlfriend, it's failure.
It's not failure.
That's exactly what it is.
Because I've left every girlfriend I've ever had.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Does that include the one that left out of town and got married and pregnant? I don't see you had much call on
breaking up anyway. I already told her to hit the road.
Why don't you just go get married and pregnant? Okay.
I already told her to hit the road. She tried to have sex with me the Sunday before she got married. He was a lucky man.
How many kids does she have with him?
She had one with him, and then one that she told was him was his, and it wasn't. She's had 2 babies with 2 different guys. But the first guy, she told both babies for the first 6 months were his. Then later she went, by the way, this guy over here I've been banging.
How very lucky for you.
It's actually his.
Hold on a second. What is it, Robert?
That's a keeper. I was sitting at home last night being barraged by television commercials, and I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Okay.
Have you seen the stuff on the Proposition 12?
The medical insurance thingy?
Yeah.
Some of it, why?
Because I just wondered what your take on it was and where you sit.
I don't know. I tell you what, Fetner's twisted about it, though. I got an email from him today.
Mm-hmm. He would be the one to be twisted, yeah.
Which one? Which way?
Let's see. Proposition 12 is to set limits, right?
Yeah.
All right, so he is against it.
He's against it? He'd be for it.
I'm sorry, he's for it. One of the two.
He's a really stupid doctor.
Most doctors I know.
Whatever would benefit him is what he's for. So Proposition 12 sets the limits. Yes, he's for that.
He's for that. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, he had a great bit. I don't read anything past the first sentence.
Yeah.
And it was probably 3/4 of a page long, explaining all the ins and the outs and why this is good, and you're still protected as a patient. That it's not limits on everything, just I believe on pain and suffering.
Right. It doesn't limit your actual damages. So in other words, let's say you're in a car wreck and your medicals are $50,000. You're not going to get stuck with the bill if...
What if you die? Can I date Joy then?
Well, I won't know, but I would think, I would hope she wouldn't, but I certainly wouldn't know.
I'm just trying to figure out what your rules are.
That wouldn't bother me then because I wouldn't be around to have to see it. I don't want to go out to a dinner with my new girlfriend and look around across the table and see you enjoy. I just wouldn't. If I'm dead, I guess.
I'm just trying to figure out what the
parameters
because I had a friend once, and he had this girlfriend, and he hated her and couldn't stand her, and moved off and got married and had a bunch of kids. Mm-hmm. I ran into her at an appearance, and we ended up banging. Then he finds out about it, and he still had a fit, and this was like 10, 12 years later. I'm just trying to figure out what your rules are.
The parameters are, I don't want to think of you with my exes.
Why? You don't want me to be happy?
I know they're going to go on and have sex with other people. I just don't want to see it.
Why?
I don't want to see them.
Well, if you don't live here, why would you see it?
Well, if I moved on, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, he found out, so.
I think she told him.
Oh. Then she was probably trying to get to him.
12 years later?
I think.
She smacked him good.
Good. Did she really?
No. It's like, what's the getting you back?
Just, obviously it bothered him. She knew it would bother him. Otherwise, why would she tell him? Just keep it to yourself.
Mm. She wanted it.
And I'm sure she did.
She did.
I know.
I give it to her.
No doubt in my mind. You would do anybody's girlfriend and or wife.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
I wouldn't do Eddie's.
No, you wouldn't.
Thank you.
I take that back.
Why not?
Because he's afraid you would find out. But he knows I wouldn't kill him.
I like gardening. I just don't like being part of it.
So that's the only person you wouldn't. Because you know he'd actually physically hurt you.
That I can think of right now without being cute?
Yeah, I'm being serious. So
yeah.
You fear no other man?
I don't fear getting caught by other men.
Okay. Fair.
All right, so what were you saying?
About the caps?
Yeah.
Basically, you don't get, there aren't caps put on your actual medical damages. So the example that I was using was if you have $50,000 in injuries, it's not as though there's a $10,000 cap on your medical bill so that you get stuck with the other $40,000. You can still recover in court your medical bills. It's just, as you say, I think pain and suffering that's got a $250,000 cap on that.
Okay, so my actual injuries are $200,000. That's what I paid the doctor, and I get all that back. But now I say I've had $10 million worth of suffering. I can't get that.
Well, but understand that pain and suffering is such an amorphous concept. I mean,
all right, so should you leave that to... Shouldn't you leave that to the jury since that's such a, what's that word?
Amorphous. Well,
yeah, since that's such an amorphous situation?
Well, because that's the problem, because it is such an amorphous situation. If you leave it to the juries, you see situations in which you have $50 million verdicts for pain and suffering, and then, the problems that come with that drives up the cost of health care for everyone, and truly the people...
Yeah, and I didn't do any pain and suffering, so why should I pay for it?
I believe that totally.
And you have a jury of 12 people who is essentially... it's all about disbursement of money. Whom would you rather have that money dispersed to throughout the state, to the citizens for better health care, or to a small handful of trial lawyers who are becoming wealthy?
So if I want that cap, do I vote yes or no?
You vote yes.
Thank you.
Want yes for Proposition 12?
Yeah. And I'm a lawyer. I still say vote yes. Absolutely.
Okay. I think that was a lot of the stuff that was in Fetner's email. But like I said, I didn't get past. I just want to know, are you coming up to check my blood pressure?
Yeah.
Because my nose has been bleeding.
Has it really?
Yes.
A lot?
I'm on the toot. Yes. It's not on the toot.
Yes.
You're not on the toot.
You look flushed. I thought that earlier when I saw you.
Flushed? Do I really look red?
I think you do. I mean, I thought that earlier when I saw you, just for a moment. It passed through my mind.
Hang on, let me see if I got any blood cooking. My nose doesn't really bleed. I get the little I don't say this on the air because it's gross, but you get,
tainted.
Yeah.
Yes.
My boobs is tainted.
Right.
So it's not bloody.
Just has a reddish hue.
Yes. What does that mean?
A hue?
Don't. I'll just ask Fettner. He'll know when he gets here.
No, I mean, medically, I have no idea. It could be high blood pressure.
I don't think I have high blood pressure.
He didn't. We just checked it 6 weeks ago, and he didn't have. In fact, he had on the lower part of normal.
How are your sinuses?
Fine.
Hadn't had a sinus infection or anything?
Mm-mm. Somebody said it had something to do with humidity.
It does. Or it can.
I don't mean my sinuses. I mean having the tainted bugs.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think your sinuses can dry out, and
maybe that's what it is.
Been awful humid around here recently.
Well, that's not what it is, man.
Yeah, let Fettner check it out.
Yeah. Well, he don't know nothing about bugs.
He's probably seen a few.
Unless I got boogers in my butt. He's not going to care. Let's see. Yes, Dr. Kleinfeld.
Yes, hi. Russ?
Yes.
Yes.
What are you a doctor of?
I'm a doctor of chiropractic.
Okay, I'll accept that.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. I just wanted to tell you that I think that the big reason that there's problems with...
What are you laughing at?
Stuff. It's not so much because
he goes to school and you'll accept it.
That's nice of you. So much money, but I think it has to do more with the fact that for years, both in the chiropractic and the medical profession, bad doctors have been protected. And it's these bad doctors that have been ringing up and causing all these lawsuits.
Yes.
And now it's affecting the good doctors. I don't think the answer is to cap it and give it to the legislature. I personally think it would be much better if it's left where it is and we start policing our own professions a little bit better.
Well, obviously that hasn't helped so far, has it?
Well, right. I mean, aren't the professions already being policed?
Oh, no. There are tons of people in the profession that don't even belong in the profession, and they're kind of pushed under the side. There's big lawsuits going on now just for that reason, that the doctors are incompetent.
Well, but, I mean, isn't it policed in the sense that if you have agreements with a doctor, you can file it with the medical board, for example?
Yeah,
I mean, I guess my question is, what additional safeguards would you have in place that would make your plan effective?
I think that they should increase penalties and actually look at the problem as opposed to trying to take it out of the hands of the person that was injured. There's so many times that people are just out there getting injured by these people that have been protected.
And what are you a doctor of again?
I'm a doctor of chiropractic, and it's in my profession as well as in the medical profession.
So you say no for Proposition 12?
Absolutely.
Okay, then it's no then.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You'll accept that.
What?
His medical degree.
It just came out.
So I get hurt in an airplane crash, but I'm alive. All I can get above and beyond fixing me up is $250,000.
Right.
See, now, now, because airlines will give you millions, Those people that got rear-ended at American Airlines for the big sign they used to have that they had to take out because of this lawsuit, got millions and millions of dollars because they got rear-ended. Somebody else, they'd stop to look at the departure signs.
Oh, yeah, that's when they took all the signs down at DFW. What time is Fettner coming?
About 4:30.
All right.
Wouldn't you agree that's an absurd result?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, this will eliminate those types of results.
Okay.
But when you take the decision-making out of the people's hands, aren't you, in fact, limiting their freedoms and overall right to punitive damages?
No, because you can still collect $250,000.
Just making sure that I'm making sense.
You sound like a chiropractor.
I can accept that. So he's here in about 10 minutes? Yeah. All right. Bringing the blood pressure thingy?
He's supposed to.
Okay. Well, if my blood pressure is low, what else is it going to be? Is it too much toot?
No. It's no toot.
No, you don't
no
need
toots.
Could be all the weightlifting you're doing.
I brought that up, but why would it be that?
Well, maybe
I popped a nose vessel?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you're straining and popping things.
I'm damn straining. That Kevin was working my ass last night. Somebody's on their period.
You can get hemorrhoids.
Can you really?
Oh, absolutely. Straining like that?
You mean a hernia?
Well, yeah, they come out.
Well, what is it when you squeeze really hard and veins come out?
Yeah.
I think you
try to avoid that.
Can't you? You can do that, though, can't you?
Hemorrhoids, yeah.
And a hernia.
All of it.
Hemorrhoids is when part of your veins come out your butt, right?
Little bitty
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I had one time. Oh.
Oh, yeah, it hurts. A little bump back there.
Oh.
Never had one.
And that's strain.
How we doing, Eddie? Yeah, Jaron?
Hey, man. Hey, Russ. How's it going?
Yeah.
I got something to say about medical doctors. If the medical doctors, they all have licenses and they're practicing their medicine and so what, But you have AC technicians, and they also have license. But if you're an AC technician and you mess up once, say you leak some Freon up, through the atmosphere or whatever, your license is pulled.
Are you an AC technician?
Yes.
I'll accept that.
So anyways, what I'm saying is they should be held up to the same, level. I mean, if they mess up once, they should have...
Oh, shut up. It's not that fun. Go ahead, Jaron. We're listening.
That's about it, man.
All right, thanks.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. Just seems to fit in certain occasions now. Just start throwing that out at people because you know it's going to piss them off. What do you mean by that? Nothing. I said, I'll accept that.
Well, they can't be pissed because you're accepting.
Right. You said yes, Bray. All right. Let's see if there's anything else here on hold.
There's one interesting email a guy said, how about the guy that they cut off his penis? They thought it was cancerous, didn't check it out. It turns out it wasn't. Now, to me, personally, that's worth more than $250,000. I believe Russ would agree.
Well, and I would agree with that, too, but I think you have to look at the bigger picture. Yeah, there are going to be results like that are not good. But clearly, again, it's a matter of distributing the money. Would you rather have healthcare dollars distributed in the form of millions and millions of dollars in punitive damages to a select few, or spread that money out over the entire state to benefit all the citizens of Texas, some 15 million of us plus?
I haven't really thought about it. I have to dwell on it. What do you do for a living?
I'm a radio personality.
I won't accept that.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Hey, tell Fettner he can come in. I don't want some big, long, drawn-out thing on this Proposition 12. I just want him to tell me yes or no. Yeah. I'll take his word for it. If Fettner says yes, then I'll go with it. If he says no, then I'll go with that, too. Okay. All right, don't tell me why. Just tell me yes or no on the Proposition 12.
Yes.
All right. We're voting yes for it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How'd I give up? Why?
Well, a lot of reasons, but the person that pays the malpractice cost to the patients. The fee gets passed right to the patient. And
are you paying attention, Everett?
This is exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
well, what does that mean?
Well, it boils down to how you disperse the money, does it not?
Sure. In other words, if the rates go up 10%, if the doctor's going to stay in business, he's got to pass that on to the patient. Now, some of the doctors move out of their area of practice, and that's a second problem. There's like 150 counties in Texas that don't have
Are we losing
physicians.
Are we losing specialists because of stuff like this?
Oh, yeah. The Methodist Hospital, no neurosurgeon. You get your head banged on, they got to fly you out of there and take you somewhere else. And the malpractice is a big part of that problem.
What about the guy that called a while ago? I don't know if you heard or not. He said that the medical profession should police itself.
Yeah, the medical profession polices itself to death. 86% of the medical malpractice cases are settled in favor of the physician. This proposition does not exclude a malpractice case. You still get damages. You get damages for rehabilitation, lost wages, hospitalization. So what they're doing is...
So these are actual costs.
Right, actual costs. It's
not that, would you say Morpheus?
Amorphous.
Yeah,
right.
Not those things.
It's the pain and suffering. It's the non-economic that's such the big variable. And,
right.
And
well, how do you take that out of the equation, though? How can you say we got to put a cap on pain and suffering?
Well, first of all, you have to realize the cap is $250,000. That's hospital, nurse, doctor. They can still run it up to $750 or higher, depending on how many people they sue. Everett will tell you about this joint and several liability thing where, let's say I do your vasectomy, your testicle falls off. Okay. So you go to Everett. Everett says, well, that's bad. We got to do something about that.
When he's done laughing.
Yeah, because you can't run a radio show with one testicle.
Right.
Besides that, you got to put change in the other pockets so you don't veer down the street and so forth. So you sue the hospital first, and you get $2 million. Then you come after me second.
Take the other one out.
Yeah.
Take them both out.
You come after me second. Well, the jurors are not made aware that you got $2 million from the hospital. So you tap the hospital first, you tap me second, you tap the nurse third, and right on down the line. Say this is this business of collateral damages not being presented to the jury.
So if I understand this right, this is a cap on the physician and not the whole...
Well, no, it's the $250 cap is for each one, as I understand. Hospital, physician, nurse, right down the line. So I think this joint and several liability, I don't know if that's made away with the proposition or not, but it's one of the big problems is you can already receive millions of dollars from a hospital, still go after other claimants, the doctor, the
there are plenty of other frivolous lawsuits you could throw out.
And so in the end, you're receiving a lot more in damages than you should. And this just raises the cost for everybody.
I was surprised to hear Everett say...
Me too.
From an attorney's perspective.
Well, it's from a person's perspective. I mean, obviously, there are attorneys that benefit mightily as a result of the present system. Mm-hmm. But it's at the expense of everyone in the state, ultimately.
And the physicians are still plenty concerned about malpractice suits. This doesn't bring on bad health care. You can still be sued. There's a national data bank now. If you're sued or have any kind of injunction against you from a hospital, it goes in the data bank, and the data bank's checked every 2 years. So physicians are plenty concerned about their reputation and whether they're sued or not.
So we for this or not? I forget.
We're for this.
Right.
All right. When do we got to vote?
I think the early voting is Monday, and I'm not sure when I think it's the 13th.
Oh, man.
The proposition's 12, and the voting's today.
Like I'm going anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, is it Dina?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I had a doctor leave my bowels down in my pelvis.
Sounds like it's in your mouth now, you pissed off bitch. I'm sorry. Did you bring the, you should have taken them out.
Yeah.
Did you bring the blood pressure thing?
Yes, sir.
How high would my blood pressure be to make my nose run?
That's pretty unlikely, but high blood pressure is a risk factor, but it's pretty unlikely. I think we've checked you and you've been fine.
Yeah. I wonder if it's changed since I started working out.
Probably better.
Yeah, probably better, but I think overall you're straining, so you're bringing all those blood vessels to the...
Yeah, can you pop a nose blood vessel?
Sure.
And get the tainted bugs?
Oh, yeah. I'm not an expert at all on this, but the two things...
Yeah, I know, we're dealing on the opposite end of your expertise.
Yeah. Picking your nose, of course, bad news.
Why?
Well, that causes bleeding.
Well, this was just a casual pick. It wasn't like I was after somebody.
That's the first thing they'll tell you not to do.
But you do that a lot.
And then
I do not.
You said you do.
I don't do it in front of people.
I never said that. I said, but you say you do it a lot.
I probably do it once a day.
Okay.
It's a nice little cleaning.
A lot of men do it in their automobile. They tell you not to do that. The girls hate to see that.
I don't care if they see it or not.
But that's a good place to do it because nobody sees you usually. But that's one risk factor. And then, of course, allergies. You know, if you have
this started like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. It's not every day.
Okay.
Altitude. You see a lot with altitude skiing.
Well, we're not doing that.
Not.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we take this. All right, so we're voting for this thing?
Yes, sir. Vote yes.
Okay. That'll make you happy?
Yes, sir.
All right, you leave my nuts in. Yes, Catherine?
I have to say that I'm definitely voting against this. My cousin, when she was 13, was placed on medication that she shouldn't have been put on for headaches.
Mm-hmm.
And she was...
How old are you?
I'm 20.
I'll accept that.
And if they put her on Paxil.
Yes.
Are you familiar with Paxil?
Channel 52.
No, that's Pax.
No, Paxil. And
pretty quick though.
Her life started to change, and up until she was 18, she went through different medications. She ended up in mental hospitals.
Uh-huh.
All through her high school, all through junior high. This ruined her life. She was given, 10 different psychiatric diagnoses.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, her parents pulled her out.
Mm-hmm.
They went to see a few more doctors, and they recommended taking her off, the 15 medications that she finally ended up on.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out nothing was wrong with her. She lost all those years of her life due to doctors' negligence.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think that a girl who's 13 deserves all that, that she doesn't deserve, that she deserves just $250,000.
Yes.
You really think that?
Yes. That's a lot of money.
But that's her teenage years. They're gone.
Okay, how much are your teenage years worth?
Being strapped to a bed is
How much are your teenage years? How much are your teenage years worth?
I wouldn't know that.
Okay, and how would a jury be able to decide that as well? How would a jury decide? How do you decide what teenage years are worth?
What were yours worth?
I don't know.
Would you want to be strapped to a bed?
First of all, I'm not asking me the question. I'm asking you the question. What are her teenage years worth?
Hers were priceless.
Okay. Well, how do you sue for priceless?
She got it.
Yeah.
Hers were priceless.
Okay, so you can't. Well, then if it's priceless, then why would money make up for that?
Well, it's not just the money. I mean, it should be made a point. Doctors, you know, they need to know that they can't just make mistakes like that. They ruined her life.
Okay. Well, I think they understand that now.
Well,
Can we go? You understand that now, Dr. Fettner, don't you?
Yes.
See? We understand it. Can we go now?
Sure.
Okay.
Everett can talk to this. I mean, is there really a cause and effect? This is, you know, the OBs are being run out of town. Their malpractice is over 100,000 in some areas. And it's because
is that a rap group?
That they have to be they're subject to suit all the way until all the way until the kid is 18 years old. Well, you know, if the kid doesn't do well in school, then that must have been a delivery problem. Must have been a noxic at birth. See, so is there really a cause and effect? If this lady has a true argument with cause and effect, then sure, there's interest. But you know, how do you prove something like that?
All right, so I forget. We for this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Voting is on the 13th.
Yes, sir.
I'm busy.
You can vote early.
Can you? Can you vote online?
I don't know about that.
I don't think so.
I don't have time for this folder. I don't. I'm not going to go vote.
I know.
What else is up? What else is up for with this? Obviously, there's 11 other things going on. If this one's called Prop 12, anybody know anything else?
No idea.
I've got them all.
Run through them really quick. Do we do news again?
Not yet.
All right. Why don't we just do that here? You want to take my...
not anything that you can make a story out of. It's just listing them all.
Oh, let me see really quick. See if I have any interest.
Somebody said to Dr. Fettner that the insurance companies will benefit from this. As a result, they're trying to sneak it in the September election. They're trying to get it by the voters. Because people will be like Russ and go, it's September, I'm not going to vote.
I don't buy that. The insurance companies shuffle money. I mean, they're going to find a way to make a profit no matter which. The physicians and the whole healthcare community will benefit tremendously. They claim that $5 billion goes out the window on some of these.
Will my healthcare costs go down?
Yes. At least if it doesn't go down, it should be stable.
All right.
What you're looking at are these double-digit rises every year.
Then I'm for it.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a small percentage of the population affect the rest of the population. And after we break all this down, is that really what's going on?
Yeah, that's why I say it's all about disbursement of money. Do you want to spend the money over for everyone in Texas?
Yes.
Or just enrich a few lawyers?
Right.
Yeah. The other big argument here, California's done this, and quality of care has not gone down. And they've done this in order to keep physicians and try to make themselves whole.
Well, in fact, it's law in, I think, about 24 states.
Mm-hmm.
Will your insurance costs go down, Dr. Fettner?
Sure.
Yeah, will you pass those savings along to me?
Absolutely.
Okay. Then I like this all the way around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Proposition 1 would authorize Veterans Land Board to use excess receipts in the... Why is this one buried?
I don't know.
Receipts in the Veterans Land and Veterans Housing Assistance Funds for payment of revenue bonds and use excess. That's the controversial one.
No, it's not.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Authorize the legislature. No one.
I know.
Authorize qualified homeowner to refinance a home equity loan with a reverse mortgage loan. I don't know what that means. Reduce the number of persons who make up the jury in a district court criminal misdemeanor case from 12 to 6. Do we care for that?
Well, there are already 6 here in Dallas.
All right, never mind then. This ain't worth leaving the house. Anybody goes to vote, we're voting what?
Yes.
Yes.
Saturday.
Yes. Okay. Take this and we'll start news. Yeah, Rob?
Hey, I have a question. If you went in for a simple procedure and during a scope your vocal cord was nicked and you lost your voice, they pay for your medical bills. Your loss of income, your loss of your voice, is that worth $250,000 to you?
I would also be compensated for loss of wages.
And for being able to do your job again?
Loss of wages. So,
correct.
Yes, I would be compensated over the rest of my life for the loss of wages.
No, and they're going to compensate for that. But what about for the fact that you'll never...
Wait a minute, one question at a time.
Pardon me?
You said what would happen, and I just told you I would be compensated for loss of wages. Right. I would never have to work again. I would never have to tolerate things like this, and I'd never have to worry about somebody like you getting through to me again. Yes, that's worth it. In fact, I may do it to myself right now. Give me that Sharpie.
No. No.
Why is it you can't just answer a question and they go, oh, okay, thanks. I don't care if you don't like it or not. Shush. Go on.
$250,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah, and that's
not in a lifetime, though.
Multiply that by 3.
Well, wait a minute. Is it $250? Is that?
It's $250. Whoever you go after. So you go after the hospital, $250. The doctor, $250. The nurse. Most of the nurses are poor things, but it's $250 right down the line.
So the $250 is on the cap for my wages. Anything over that, I'm not getting.
No. That's for your pain and suffering.
Okay, all right. So I get my loss of wages. You get what they would have been through the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's just it.
That could be millions.
Okay,
you still get financially what you're out. You're not out of pocket a dime. Plus, you can still get up to $250,000.
Yes,
per person you sue.
Right. Yes, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we're
fair.
Voting yes.
Yes. On Proposition
12.
Love it.
If we bother to vote.
Which I won't.
No.
All right. You want to take my blood pressure while this is going on? And don't sneak nothing in my ass. J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.
Hey, you're us. Brought to us by Smirnoff Ice and Expedia.com.
Captain Morgan's Parrot Bay Coconut Flavored Rum. Mix it with sizzling parties and endless summer nights for a totally sensory experience. Expedia.com. Making it easy to find the trip you're looking for. Expedia.com. Don't just travel. Travel right.
A 12-year-old girl in New York who was among the first to be sued by the record industry for sharing music over the internet is off the hook after her mom agreed yesterday to pay $2,000 to settle the lawsuit, apologizing and admitting that her daughter's actions violated U.S. copyright laws. The hurried settlement involved Britannia Lahara. She's an honor student and was the first announced one day after the Recording Industry Association of America filed 261 such lawsuits across the country. Rihanna added, "I'm sorry for what I've done. I love music, and I don't want to hurt the artists I love." The family, by the way, lives in a city housing project on New York's Upper West Side, and they mistakenly believed that they were entitled to download music over the internet because they paid $29.99.
Because there was nobody there to watch it.
No, they paid $30 for software that allows them to have access to online file sharing services. So
that's like buying a Slim Jim. Mm-hmm. I thought this car was mine. I paid $30 for the Slim Jim.
These are my bolt cutters.
Yes, I paid for these at the Home Depot. Why is it I can't steal the stuff inside that storage shed? How dare you?
That's basically it. Even in the hours before the settlement was announced, Brianna was emerging as an example of what critics say is an overzealous enforcement.
No, you got to start. You got to have absolutely no heart when you go after these thieves.
Apparently not. You got a kid who's an honor student living in the projects, and they're going to zap her for $2,000.
Good.
You don't think there was some freaking out going on in that family? They settled the very next day after the suit's filed. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Good. Little thief.
Shut up. This is a kid that lives in the housing.
So your economic stature makes it okay to be a thief?
No, I don't think
That's
so.
what you're just saying. They should have rammed her for more than $2,000.
No,
you stole.
They're making a point.
You stole. Why am I holding that?
I can't see it.
Oh.
They actually only went after the people that I think are alleged to have downloaded 1,000 or more songs.
Is that it?
Yeah. So that's why they're only, I think, 261. Is that right? 261 suits presently filed.
I wonder how they could tell how many songs you downloaded.
I think they subpoenaed the providers and got that information from them, the ISPs, because there was.
Well, I know that was the way they got some of that stuff, but how they know that you downloaded 1,000 songs?
Presumably, they have some way of tracking it.
Yeah, obviously they do.
That's finding you. On the eve of this, you're by Texas Stadium, by the way, this morning. Don't worry, nothing really was going on. On the eve of the second anniversary of the September the 11th, 2001 terror attack, several North Texas agencies staging disaster drills.
Hold on a second. What is it?
100 over 66.
What is it?
100 over 66.
That's good.
That's good.
Is that athletic?
Yeah, and look at his arms, too, man. We have to bring the big cuff next time.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Come stick something in my butt.
No, we do
Oh, come on.
No.
I want to check mine before I leave soon.
Your butt?
Mine was high. No, my blood pressure.
Check JD's right now. I bet it's high.
That's his. That's remarkable.
Mine was high.
Are you sure that's right, though?
We can check it again. That's awfully good. Standing up, too.
Okay. I don't know. It just seemed kind of low.
No, that's the lower the better.
Because I think hypertension runs in my family.
Is it?
Yeah.
No. Keep yourself in really good shape.
Have her check really quick. Well, I think, but hypertension, I mean, you actually have to watch your diet and stuff if it runs in your family.
So, yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, salt.
And I don't give a rat's ass about salt. I love salt.
Yeah, you do.
All my clothes, I wear salt clothes. I can lick them. Remember that salt party I had a couple years back? That big salt lick on the table?
Mm-hmm.
Betty came over and just licked.
Yeah,
Love
anyway,
salt.
this morning at Texas Stadium in Irving, they were basically having a big drill pretending there was what they did is the scene was like a corporate play day at the stadium turns deadly when a chemical bomb goes off. Local fire and ambulance crews are timed on response and evaluate on how they treat the developing situation. Actors Dan might have been working today. Actors portrayed the general public. Now I'm moving my arm here because I'm having to move these papers.
Mm-hmm.
A former federal prosecutor who successfully defended the government in a lawsuit filed by the surviving Branch Davidians.
There's got to be a joke in there someplace about Dan and disaster. I just can't think of what it is.
No. Is that high? Oh, look at her face.
What was it?
140 over 90.
That's high. You're dying.
I'm not dying.
Yes, you are.
Is that really high?
That's a little high.
Yeah, 140 over 98.
I'm moving this arm back.
Excuse me. I'm standing here.
You weren't flipping papers.
I'm also... Oh, mistake. What was it again?
140 over 98.
And I'm reading, so I'm under stress.
When should we expect a stroke?
With a stroke?
Yeah. Is that indicative of a stroke?
Is it imminent? Tell us everything.
Over 20 years, yeah. I mean, if you let it run for years.
Yeah, because his cholesterol is high, too, isn't it?
Yeah.
And his blood pressure.
Yeah, he's got to get his...
I'm on Lipitor now.
That make any difference?
It does.
Now we're writing out your liver.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
And I'm working out.
Yeah.
You're not working out.
Every morning?
I've been here by myself every night. The whole deal was you and I were supposed to work out together.
How am I going to work out when you guys take up the whole area?
Well,
I don't get started until...
because we flip-flop back and forth. He has me on one machine for 12 reps, and then the next machine, and then the next, and then I go back to the first. So you could be in that cycle. There's no reason for you not to be there. I knew you wouldn't do this and leave me there by myself. You ain't working out no more.
I am. In the morning. I don't do it at night. I'm tired by then. Anyway, this guy was found dead. A former federal prosecutor, self-inflicted gunshot wound. A police officer found the body of former U.S. Attorney J. Michael Bradford on Tuesday after checking an abandoned car in a wooded area near Sour Lake, about 20 miles from Beaumont. Inside the car, the officers found a briefcase and clothing and the body with a shotgun about 75 feet away, apparently self-inflicted.
Do my arms really look bigger?
How do you get 75 feet away
I'm talking to you.
With the gun. He walked over there with the gun and killed himself.
It popped out of his hand. My arms look bigger?
Yes, sir.
Do they really?
Yeah. What do you think?
Well, she never saw him before.
Oh, yeah, she's seen him.
No, she
website. She saw him on the website.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here, I'll flex. You ready?
They look bigger.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. That's cool.
Wait.
Yeah, that's good.
Hurry.
It's going to make your hemorrhoids worse, though.
Good. Yeah. I just got dizzy. Mm-hmm. Are we taking blood today?
Do we need to take blood?
We can.
What do we need it for? I thought my PSA went down.
No, we're not going to do that because you'll psych out over the cholesterol. We're going to check if he wants it.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I'm going to psych out over what?
Well, a PSA. We don't want to get you a PSA psycho.
Oh, okay.
You want to do it every 6 months.
Yeah, I'm fine. But I'm good on the last one.
Oh yeah, we're down 1.2. If we didn't mix them up, we don't think we did.
I think I'm voting against.
No, you're not.
Yes, Proposition 12.
He was worried about us mixing them up, but we didn't.
Well, big news out of Hollywood. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez have postponed their... I'll say it again so you can do it. Ben Affleck, thank you, and Jennifer Lopez have postponed their extravagant wedding and originally set for this Sunday in Santa Barbara. Extra, Access Hollywood, and Entertainment Tonight all reported that the media frenzy surrounding the star-studded affair had become overwhelming for the celebrity couple. Quoting a source close to Affleck and Lopez, Extra said the pair feels as though things have gotten out of control, would rather have a secret wedding later with just close family.
That's not what it is.
What do you think it is?
What do you think?
They're not going to be having problems about the wedding. Why wouldn't they just go ahead and get married?
They're not going to get married.
You don't think they're going to get married at all?
Mm-mm.
I bet they do.
I bet they get married, but it just doesn't last at the time.
First time he goes off on a project in, South America, whatever.
That's already happened a couple of times. She stopped whatever she was doing just to go check up on him.
Plus, once they get married, she's going to become that much more possessive. And I mean, if she's already traveling around to his shoots to the detriment of her own career.
Yeah, the fact that she's got the money and she's able to do it, he can't get away from her.
No.
Hold on. Yeah, Kirk?
Hey, Russ, this deal about Proposition 12, I got a question for you. You going to get
I can't be swayed on this because I'm already voting Yes. Yes.
Oh, well, let me present my case. Just bear with me 1 second.
How long will this take? Because I'm a very, very important man.
I'll give you 10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds.
All right, go right ahead.
Okay, you go in, you get your vasectomy.
What do you do for a living?
I work in electronics.
I'll accept that.
Okay, you go get a vasectomy. Fentanyl nicks you. You can't get an erection anymore.
Okay.
No sex the rest of your life.
Right.
Here's $250,000.
Actually, I take $240 for it. What are you going to give me? You're going to give me $250?
Okay, let me add one more thing.
Can I vote yes for this twice?
You can't even whack it anymore.
Okay.
$240?
Yeah, you'd fix it. They got those air pumps.
We nicked it, we'd fix it.
They got those pumps, right?
Yeah.
Well, well, first of all, I see both sides. The biggest thing is it's a small portion of the population that's affecting all of our medical costs. Do I have this right so far?
Yes, correct.
All right. And just because of a few screw ups, I don't want to have to keep paying for it. Just because somebody got screwed up in East Texas, my rates are going to stay higher. I'm tired of paying for everybody else. I'm voting yes for population 12.
Yes.
And you've got to understand, too, that... I don't
understand anything.
Well, one aspect of this we haven't touched on is that whatever the punitive award is, typically lawyers are getting 40% of it. So when you're talking a $50 million punitive award, almost half of that's going to a lawyer. $20 million is going to the lawyer.
Right.
Not only that, but you got to look at the frequency of these cases. The tort lawyers will get the worst case in Florida.
The lawyers that poop.
A black man gets the wrong leg cut off.
For negligence.
That's what happened last time. Black man had the wrong leg cut off.
Which leg were they supposed to cut off?
Well, they were supposed to cut the right. They cut the left. So the presumption is the other leg was normal. The other leg was dead too, totally black, and it was due to come off in a month. So that's the case they drag forward as an example of why we shouldn't pass this. In other words, go find the worst case in the world, and then presume it happens in every hospital of the United States.
Well, that's a pretty good case when you cut off a black man's legs.
Well, the point is the other leg was dead too. They didn't tell you that, and it was coming off a month later. That's what they used the last time.
Well, I think hopping around is better than slugging around.
Well, your point is well taken. It's a very few people that would be benefited under the old system.
Oh, okay.
And the new system...
And all of us would benefit over the new system.
The new system, the suits will still be there. You can still sue your doctor. You can still do it, and it will still have the same impact.
It just takes the lottery.
Excited.
It takes away the lottery.
That's right.
Great.
Yes.
Proposition 12.
Yes.
Excuse me.
I'm going to wrap it. I got a couple more stories.
Break. We got a break.
There's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan, live 105.3, The Talk That Rocks, Texas.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right. We're going to do traffic. I'll take this really quick. Make it quick, Steve.
Hey, I was wanting to ask the doc a question real quick.
Go ahead.
Listen, I am 37 years old and have a problem with desire when it comes to sex with my spouse. It's not so much attraction or anything. It is just the desire. I don't have a problem with performance. It's not a thing about being able to get it up there. It's just about wanting it.
How old are you?
37.
I'll accept that.
And I've got a buddy the other day I saw that has
You see his wiener?
had a patch, a hormone patch on his arm, and I didn't bother to ask him, what it might, I didn't know if there's something like that or
How's the desire with your girlfriends?
Yeah, I don't have one of those, unfortunately.
Okay. No, the patch is fine. It's a testosterone patch, and it comes in a cream and a patch. Cream's a little better on the skin, and you can take that monthly as long as you're getting PSA checks yearly. And it's a...
Why would that affect your prostate?
Testosterone stimulates prostate cancer growth. So if you're on testosterone for years and years, you got to be a little leery of the PSA. But a lot of people take testosterone midlife to improve their sex life and sex desire. Testosterone is needed for erections, and it's also needed for desire. You take it away, your desire goes down.
Can I ask you a question? Are you on antidepressants at all?
No. I do take a blood pressure pill, though.
That's fine. It's still something worth trying.
I couldn't hear what he said.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah, it's still worth trying.
We can't ever hear him either, but we don't really care what he's saying.
Testosterone in some form, either a shot, which we got up here for these guys today, or a cream, or a patch.
Well, great. I'll check into it, but I do need to keep track. You say that's what my wife was concerned with, was the prostate. There is an increased chance of prostate cancer when you do take testosterone?
Yeah, that's the theory. But the way to do that is just do the yearly screening. Just get checked once a year, get the PSA, and you're fine.
You'll love it.
Yeah, I bet I would.
Actually, it's not any big deal. Like I said before, if you know what's coming, it ain't no big deal.
You get a cigarette afterwards and a stroke of the hair? Or
why?
What kind of screening is it?
When you get the finger
up the finger?
Yeah, finger in the butt. I don't understand the cigarette thing.
For a little relaxation afterwards, but...
Why?
I don't think I want to have that done.
I don't understand the stroke in the cigarette.
Oh, well, never mind.
You don't deserve sex. Idiot.
He was making a joke.
I understand. I wanted to sit there and set in his own fecal matter. Let me see. Oh, we got to do traffic. Hi, Gail.
Hi.
What do you got?
USA Network, Miller Lite, and UPN.
Okay. Your out cue once again is UPN 21.
Tom Berenger stars in the smash hit series on USA Network. Peacemakers, an all-new episode tonight at 9 on the USA Network. This hour of the Russ Martin Show is brought to you in part by Miller Lite. Tonight on UPN 21, Wednesday is all new, bumping it up with back-to-back premieres with the all-new Enterprise everyone is waiting for, followed by the debut of the ultimate human upgrade, Jake 2.0. Tonight on UPN 21.
In Dallas on westbound 635 LBJ at PI Boulevard, there's a wreck blocking the two right lanes, and traffic is backed up past Forest Lane. On northbound 35 South R.L. Thornton at Ewing, there is an accident. In Grand Prairie, on eastbound I-30 Tom Landry Highway, just past MacArthur, a wreck in the right lane. Well, the SUV rolled over several times, went off the highway, so it's not in the right lane, but emergency equipment is. And westbound 20 at Polk, there's a crash. The two right lanes are blocked. It's really rainy down there. In Lake Worth, northbound Loop 820 at Las Vegas Trail, a crash, and also westbound Loop 820 at Blue Mound Road. Something in the roadway, they tell us. It's an obstruction. Reason number 5, to fire your old bank and switch to Compass. Compass free checking rebates at the ATM fees that other banks charge you. Open your Compass free checking account today. I'm Gail Lightfoot on Live 105.3, The Talk at Rocks, Texas.
Thank you, Gail. A little cooler tonight, 68 for the overnight low. Yes, scattered storms are starting to pop up on the radar, mostly to the south down near Waxahachie and some up near Jacksboro. And let's see, 85 for the high tomorrow as the cool front comes through. It is 91 degrees currently. Live 105.3, The Talk at Rocks, Texas.
Okay. Don't you have surgery at 6?
Yes, sir.
Why are you still here?
Well, we got a little time. And we want to give you a shot, I think, if you want one.
I don't know. But you just said it's going to give me prostate cancer.
Well, we're watching you. Plus, if you get it, it'd be great marketing. Everybody in the world will get checked in.
Wait a minute. I've marked this out so many times. Proposition 12.
No. Take that back. Take it back.
All right, but you were talking about being on testosterone for years and years.
Right.
Did you ever check into the human growth thing? Because JD was doing a story on that, and it's been on a bunch of different websites. I want to say it was on MSNBC.
Yeah.
It talks about reversing the aging process.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's kind of like diet pills. When there's so many different therapies out there, you question if any of them work. The problem with aging are the telomeres. They're sort of hooked into your cell, and they determine how long your cell lives. And unless you're going to do some kind of a reproduction thing, what am I thinking of, with the cloning, unless you're going to do something like that, you've got to figure out how to keep the cells going, because the cells they have a finite lifetime. And so you've got to figure out how to change that lifetime, besides just the routine things we do to keep people alive longer.
It just said, you can make gray hair come.
Wait a minute. Did you understand what he said?
That those cells have a finite lifetime, and basically,
What's that got to do with human growth?
They're not sure. There's probably been not enough research yet on HGH.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is,
Don't tell me again. I didn't get the first time.
All right.
Tell me something
They're not
easy.
attacking the right thing, all right?
Yeah, I think that...
it doesn't work?
It doesn't work.
That's
okay.
Right. That's right. They've got to figure out, how can you get a cell that's supposed to live 80 years to live 100 years? How can you change that?
He just wants to look younger, I think. And
I don't care how long I live.
Well, we can make you look great with plastic surgery.
I don't want to do that. Everybody gets plastic surgery looks funky.
Look at the owner of the Cowboys.
He looks pretty good.
Yeah,
he's one of the few people that does look good.
Ooh.
You don't think he looks good?
No, I don't want to say anything. But
that's too late. You already said it.
Plastic surgery can work, sure. But if you want to extend life, you're going to have to figure out how.
I don't care to extend it. I'm popping myself at 50. I just want to look good for the next 7 years.
That's not a problem. That shouldn't be a problem.
So the testosterone, you're going to give me that for what?
Well, that's for your muscle building if you want to do it.
Will it help?
Sure.
But you got no steroids?
No, we can't legally do that.
Oh.
In fact, we have to be careful with this stuff.
Why?
It's controlled testosterone.
How many times a year can you get it?
We give it once a month.
Okay.
We give the shot once a month. But it is controlled.
And it's safe for your prostate?
Yes, sir. As long as you're being screened.
Okay. He always finds some way to get back in my butt.
I know. No.
This will be nurse.
Yeah, I know, but digging around in my butt, it's just something that seems to be a fetish with you.
Well, it's...
And you're talking about me having weird fetishes.
It's not a fetish, he's a doctor.
Every time something's wrong, he wants to check my ass. Not everything happens in my ass.
A lot of things do, though, especially for men. That's where a lot of our problems are.
Right. Dr. Fetner, I have tendonitis. Open!
Bend over.
And let me run through a few of these. I don't know if I want a shot. I do. I ain't in the mood. My blood pressure's low. Everything's fine. I'm working out.
You look great.
You don't want it even if it helps you work out and get stronger?
I don't think it... Will it?
Yeah, I don't think you need it.
Okay. I don't want it. I'm tired of shots. I've been poked and jabbed. Where am I here? Go ahead, Jim.
Hey, Russ. Just a little quick comment on a Proposition 12.
I don't care anymore. I don't care.
Are you an idiot?
I don't care.
Yes,
I don't care.
Idiot.
I don't care. Jim, I don't care, and you're not going to get a chance to make your point because I don't care.
I agree with you.
Well, you can do whatever you want. You're not on the air. You're off the air. He thinks he's still on the air.
Yeah.
No, keep talking. No, really, you're on the air. Seriously. No, really, you're on the air. Keep going. We want to hear your point. Yes.
He's rattling.
He's spinning in circles in his own car.
I'm going to tell him.
You put me back on the air! Sorry, I can't. Out of my hands. I've already gone to McNeil for you. I bet he said, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. I don't care. I'm not going to vote. I don't care. You guys do whatever you want. I don't have time.
We need your vote.
I don't want to go. I got things to do Saturday. I got a life to live. I got a house to run. I got things. I got too many other things going on. My insurance costs are going to go up regardless.
You can swing 1 million voters, though.
I cannot.
Got 1 million listeners.
I'll go vote.
All right.
Saturday, I'm out of the house. I don't even know where to go vote anymore.
We'll figure it out for you.
You go to WFAA.com and click on your county, and they'll tell you exactly where the polling places are.
I think I'm still registered to vote in Pleasant Grove.
Okay. Click on Dallas.
No.
Why?
I'm not.
Yes. Go.
No.
You could be the swing vote for the whole Metroplex.
Pleasant Grove by the feet. I'm not going back out to Pleasant Grove. I will not.
Why don't you change your vote place then?
All right, since I never got around to it. Still shows my mom's address.
Okay.
It's your old stomping ground. Why do you want to go back there?
So I don't get stumped.
Yeah. You use the wrong word there every time.
Yeah. It's not as safe as it used to be.
I see.
It's an understatement.
I'm sure it's still a fine, fine community.
Absolutely.
Just, I don't go to homecomings anymore.
Right.
Tell you why, but I don't want to.
Okay.
Let me see.
If we lose by 1 vote, you'll be...
I'll go vote.
Good.
Vote yes.
Vote yes.
For what?
Proposition 12.
I don't have time to mess with that. Go ahead, Ron. Ron. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can we start drinking during the week?
No, not until your birthday.
This has been way too stressful. And they're pumping me harder to work with Larry North.
So how is drinking going to help? I thought you were going to stop totally until the deal.
How about if I just don't drink when I'm working out?
Okay. Wasn't our deal, but okay. Since
I think that's what I meant. Technically what?
Technically, I broke it last Friday. by you guys putting vodka
Hold
in.
on a second.
You put vodka in my drink.
Okay. Oh, that's right. So you lost.
In my juice.
Then you have to run naked on the freeway.
Chance.
Yes, you
put the
shall.
vodka in there.
Yes. Well, first of all, the bet.
What?
The bet was whoever knowingly drank alcohol before my birthday, you knowingly drank alcohol. After the first sip, was, yes, you did.
I didn't know the first
that
time.
thing was half empty by the time I said something.
Probably tasted good, huh, Chief?
Very good.
See? You just admitted you tasted it.
He did.
You're out.
I'm not running.
You have to run.
I'm not.
You have to run. That was the bet.
I'm going to pull my shirt off right now. I want you to tell me. You want me on the tollway?
I'm not going to be there to see it. You have to go run there. That was the bet.
Look. I ask again.
You got to go.
Mm-mm.
If I lost, I would have to go. And you're going to be running down the freeway.
Okay, I will.
When?
Some morning at about 3:30. I never said what time or when.
Okay. All we have to know is just when you're going to do it.
I don't have to tell you.
Yes, you do.
That's not part of the deal.
We have to know that it was done.
Business course.
I have to take no business course.
I'll take a video and blur it.
I don't know that that's you. We have to know. You can make it any time you prefer.
Okay.
We just have to know ahead of time.
I will.
When?
I'll decide and tell you. How far do I have to run? Out here on the service road, I'm assuming.
Mile.
No, that's too far.
Mile.
Just to the freeway and back.
From the front door to the freeway and back.
Yes. Oh, naked.
Oh, you can handle that.
That's really not fair because you're the one that poured that vodka in
You,
there.
after the first drink, should have stopped. Because after that, technically, you lost the bet because you knowingly drank alcohol.
You set me up.
I did not.
He was trying to give you a freebie and you abused it.
Yes.
Well, he wasn't going to give me a freebie, otherwise he wouldn't have brought it up.
Had you stopped with one drink, then that'd have been the end of it.
I got the buzz. And now you want to quit altogether. You want to drop the bet. So if you drop the bet, then I'm off the hook.
Excuse me, the bet's over.
The bet was until October 4th.
Well, we've changed it.
As soon as I lose, we change it. Okay.
Plus, you've already lost.
I'll do it.
When are you going to do it?
I will decide and tell you.
Let me write it down right next to you.
I don't know a day yet. So I'm going to think about it. I'll soon.
You got to plan ahead with the highway department? I mean, what are you waiting on?
I'm going
to check with TxDOT?
No.
Oh, plus we got a TxDOT camera right out here. It'll be on the internet.
Oh, Jesus.
Excellent.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'll pass it. Can it be somewhere else? Or out of the way of a TxDOT camera?
I believe the deal was right out here in front of
then
the station.
Then I've got video proof. The cops can come get me.
Wear a mask.
Yeah.
Wear a mask.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dr. Fetner.
Halloween mask.
Okay, I'll wear a mask.
That's great. You got a urologist giving you tips on how to run naked on the freeway.
Okay.
I just want to know exactly when it is.
I will decide when and tell you.
Because I'm going to have little gay Steven in a cage.
Oh, no. That's not fair.
That was my fear, is if I did it, he was going to chase me down the freeway. And you know, as fast as that little homo is, he was going to catch me.
Yes.
Yeah, he would.
He runs like a cheetah.
Yeah.
When there's ass involved.
Oh, yes.
He chased me out this hall, down this way, down towards the old sales area, almost caught me then. I grabbed that pole, hung a left, came back this way, and he had already caught me again.
It was greatness. It was totally... It's so funny to watch him run from him like a little girl.
That's exactly what I'm running like. He wants a piece of ass.
And yesterday he kind of got it.
I just don't like the fact that he rolled his eyes back in his head when my ass came out.
Yes, he did.
There it is.
He pulled down with both hands and then pulled his hand back like he was riding. He was like slapping it. It was great.
You're right. It was like the Holy Grail for him.
Yeah, he really, really, really likes you a lot. And it's continual. I mean, he's been liking you for how long now?
I don't know, but it's stopping now.
And now he's seen the goal.
He ain't seen the front side.
No.
The prize is at hand.
It's not. All right. Do we need a break here?
Yes.
All right. Dr. Fetner's website is?
drfetner.com.
Okay. All right. We'll take a break. We'll be back. All right.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Email us RussMartin.com.
All right. We just finished news?
Yes.
Okay. Like just
sort of. We were sounding in the middle of it and got sidetracked back into the proposition and everything else. We never really officially finished it with the I'm J.D. Ryan, blah, blah, blah. We got talking about something else.
How long ago was that?
Just in this last break.
Oh, all right. Let me see. What am I picking up here? Go ahead, Stacey.
Hey, Russ. I'm a little confused. You said nothing was going on with XM.
No.
But what about those bigwigs someone saw you having a meeting with?
I don't know.
Isn't that the day that JD saw you wearing that XM shirt?
I don't know.
You sure are being kind of coy about this.
I'm not being coy about anything. I said it was all a host job. Don't believe anything you hear. I can't be trusted.
Then, Monday, in a very subtle way, you said there was no meeting on Thursday at their office.
No, I said there was a meeting on Thursday. I didn't say with whom.
And then Trey said you had a message from Lee Abrams.
I don't know who that is.
Well, I put the name in Google.
Yes.
And
what did
Lee
he say?
Abrams is the head of XM.
He's the what?
He's the head of XM. So what's the story?
There is no story.
Come on.
How long has he been with XM?
Long time.
Really? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
All you have to do is go under Google search and it tells you.
No, it doesn't.
How would I know that then?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's nothing to tell.
You're being very
There is
sneaky.
being absolutely nothing. If I was being sneaky, this phone call would have been terminated as soon as she asked me about it. I would have hit the delay. We would have gone on. There'd have been no conversation about it on the air. There's nothing happening here. There's nothing to see. Nothing.
Except for your butt body.
There is, well, thank you. You coming out on the 4th?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
All right.
I want to see some booty.
Well, you'll see parts of it, but not the G-string that LeBaron sent me.
Oh, man.
Well, and
What do you mean, oh, man?
It covers everything.
It doesn't cover enough. It's enough to leave my butt ass hanging out.
Not.
It does, and I ain't wearing it.
Though your name is across
then
the butt
you
ass.
wear it.
It says Russ.
Well, we'll get you one that says John.
I'm not
You certainly are generous with my ass when it's got nothing to do with yours.
I want to know why you sound so disappointed.
Oh, because it's not that big.
I'll tell you why, because it's degrading, and he wants me to do it.
Yes. Yes.
And we're not working that hard on my... I gotta go, Stacey. We're not working that hard on my ass.
Your ass does not hang out of that.
You don't know. You haven't seen me in it.
I saw it. The back is full. It's not a tea bag.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
How could it be a tea bag and spell out the words Russ in 8-inch letters?
It's not in 8-inch letters. I'm not wearing that.
Okay. What are you going to strip down to?
I haven't decided yet. Okay. I came up with an idea coming to work.
Okay.
Either do a few different changes, like things associated with the show.
I like that.
And maybe finish with like a evangelist.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Or the Pope.
Okay. I thought you were going to finish with Batman.
I don't know. The Batman thing is just so obvious. The Pope thing's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, it'll scare the black chicks.
Yeah.
The hood falls down.
No, it won't. No.
Got some eye holes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
The Pope hat.
God. Straight to hell. We are going.
What's wrong with that?
Couple of eye holes in the Pope hat. Did you hear what you're saying? God. Man.
Don't do that.
Oh, please don't.
Let me see. I'm tired. I want to go home. Yeah, Dan?
Hey, man, I had a question for you about Valerie. Before I get to that, I wanted to ask you, how's your nose doing? Is it still bleeding?
No, it looks okay.
Did you? It is okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you never considered the fact that maybe it could just be like a leaking brain tumor or something?
No, why?
Because I thought maybe it could be.
Why would it be that?
You're always worrying about stuff. I just thought maybe it could be that.
I don't think it comes out your nose.
Oh. Well, let me get to my other point.
No, you don't get to ask the other question now because you're trying to be a smart ass. You're trying to be cute.
No, I was...
No? So why would a brain tumor come out my nose?
Hey, I don't know. Why would your ass bleed?
Because I was raped. And I'm glad that you think that's funny that I was raped. You don't get to ask any more questions.
Oh, come on. Why did Valerie leave the show?
Why did Valerie leave the show? I don't know.
Didn't she get offered another job in the same building?
I know she moved over to the Mix.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they offered her a gig over on the Mix.
But why did she leave? She seemed, I mean, everything was going good other than, like, the Rich Barrett factor, but...
I don't know. Everett, did she talk to you about that when it came up?
Yes.
And?
No comment.
Yeah, Everett.
Shut up, Dan. What did she say?
I'm not going to talk about it on the air.
Why?
Because it's personal. I'm not going to talk about it.
What'd she say?
I'm not going to tell you.
Did she say anything bad?
No, I'm not going to tell you.
Okay. She hated me, right?
She hated you. She wouldn't be going out with you Friday night.
She ain't going out with me Friday night.
You guys just had a date yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not really taking her out. That was on the air.
Oh, sorry.
Really think I'm taking her out Friday night? What's the matter with you? I've worked with her. She's a nut.
I just thought you would take her out.
No.
Okay.
I mean, bottom line, she got, I think, a better offer.
I don't think they actually ever coughed up the money, though, did they?
I'm not sure.
I think she got screwed around all the way around the block over there.
Yeah, it was not a good situation. I will say that there.
And I think it was a mistake for her to leave, but, you know, she thought she was going to be, I think it was the fact that she wanted to be a bigger part of the show. And I think that's what they were going to do. It was going to be Valerie and whatever that bald-headed turd's name is.
Right.
Jeff and Val?
Yes, that was it.
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she left.
Yeah.
Unless there's something else I don't know about.
No, that was...
I swear I won't say anything on the air if you'll tell me with the mic's off.
No.
Will it hurt his feelings? Is that why you won't say?
No comment.
Oh, that's a yes.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I'm just not commenting either way about anything.
I'll turn the mics off and you tell me quickly. I swear as I stand here, I won't say a word about it on the air. Yeah. Here we go.
Needs to come from
mics are going off. Here they go. No. And Everett will now tell me. No. All right.
That's all there is to it.
I'll accept that. That whole place over there was an absolute cluster. Mm-hmm. As soon as Tom Shure came in, everything started getting screwed up. And Greg Stevens, a program, that's the one thing about Bob McNeil is at least he'll scream to his superiors.
Yep.
If they're doing something that's not right, at least Bob will tell them, hey, this is screwed up, and here's the reason this is screwed up, and we don't need to do this. Greg Stevens had absolutely no spine. I got pissed off at him one day, threw 50 cents down on his desk and went, hey, why don't you run down to Walmart? I hear they're having a sale on spines.
Some people are just so afraid of corporate they won't raise any ruckus.
Why would you want to let somebody else dictate your success? And that's exactly what they were doing. Greg knew what needed to be done. I knew what needed to be done. Just by some freak accident, we were lucky with the ratings. So you leave us alone. And they take a show that had already gone to number one. Tom Shure comes into town from Houston and goes, we want to play at least 8 or 9 songs an hour. Are you out of your mind? What's the matter with you?
That's corporate. Well, it's radio, but it's corporate everywhere.
I think Tom Shure's goal was to come in and screw up the Dallas market and bring his own people in, and that's exactly why they brought Rich Berry in to try and get control of the show, and they got control of the show, didn't they?
They did, absolutely.
They got all the control they want. I guess when here's the steering wheel, I'll see you.
They certainly did.
Only it's not attached to the car anymore.
Yeah. I need to find him.
Which one now?
I haven't decided yet.
We were making a triangle and people were going to go whip their ass yesterday.
Oh, yeah. We're still going to go get the guy that spanked your kids.
Yeah.
JD's kids.
Stepdad.
What are you talking about?
He used to spank them. I mean, you know.
Just JD didn't even spank them.
No. Well, you know, when they were little, a pop versus what I perceived as too much.
Abusive.
And furthermore, he ain't their daddy.
Right.
And
if anybody's going to beat him, it's going to be you.
The only time I would whack a kid is if he's doing something that's going to hurt him or somebody else and there's imminent danger. It's like, hey, this is not good, and if you've done it once before, if it's not my kid.
Right.
Now, if it's my kid, I don't know if their feet would ever touch the ground.
His mom even they requested that my youngest son call him Dad.
Why?
You want to talk about a screaming tizzy fit. Not a damn thing I can do about it.
And did he?
Yes.
Because he was forced to.
The little one did, yes. Well, because also they had a baby, and they heard the other one calling him daddy, so it made sense. Of course, my older son would never do it, Chris. He said, no, you're not my dad.
Good.
So,
and that's a crock that they made Jeff do it. Absolutely. If you feel it and you want to call somebody dad, then that's okay. But you don't force a child to call you dad.
If they didn't have a dad that was caring and loving and calling all the time and coming over and picking them up and paying child support and everything else, maybe. But the fact is they had an involved father, and and I've told her before, said, you know what, how would you like one of my girlfriends have my kids start calling them mommy? Think about that.
They'd have to wear name tags.
Tuesday's mommy.
Yeah.
Stop. I've been with Joy for a while now. I went through a period where I was...
One-legged mommy.
No.
Dumpster mommy?
No.
Cheese-eating mommy.
They never... No.
You want to hear the Diane Ragsdale clip again?
Sure.
Since Eddie's almost all over the edge anyway?
Let's go ahead and do it.
Here it is. You think most people have heard the setup by now?
Probably, but you know.
I just like to watch Eddie laugh. Talking about Diane Ragsdale and her buck teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'd like to watch her eat cheese.
Quit it.
I don't even know why that's funny. I sat in here for at least 20 minutes listening to it last night, the same clip over and over. Yeah. Then I go home, and Don has got it on russmartin.info, and I listened to the clip on that.
It's just the whole visual of the big buck teeth going into the cheese.
It's like a human Play-Doh machine.
Yeah, very much.
And then every time Eddie loses it, I just keep going. Man, I'd like to watch her eat cheese.
Quit it.
All right, I'm done. You ready for news?
Sure.
What are you looking at over there?
Somebody sent something. I'm just
reading email while we're on the air?
I'm not reading email.
What is it?
You don't want to know.
What is it?
You don't want to know.
What is it?
I was going to show you guys during the break. I downloaded it.
What is it?
It's remember the pizza delivery guy's head came off?
Oh, yeah, I saw that today.
Gross.
That's not gross. Neato.
That's disgusting.
So you're watching that while we're on the air?
I was just letting it download because it was downloaded slow. I was going to show you during the break.
I already saw it.
I didn't know you saw it.
Yeah.
What happened?
The pizza guy, where they put the bomb on his neck and then it went off.
Oh, yeah.
This looks like, from what I've seen, it's a side view that somebody else was shooting with a camcorder.
On a camera.
Oh, excellent.
It's not excellent. It's disgusting. But I know you guys would want to see it.
Well, then don't look at it.
I don't.
You certainly don't want to see it.
I've taken it off. It's gone.
That's why you're downloading it, because you don't want to see it.
I was going to show you guys that during the break. I just clicked on it, and it's take a long time to download.
Well, aren't you the philanthropist?
Yeah. Are you long-fingered guys?
No, what?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It means nothing. It's just I don't know. Why'd I say that?
I don't know.
I'll accept that. All right. And it's so quick as the video goes by, the explosion. It's like a side view, and the guy's sitting down, and it's a quick explosion. The next thing you know, his knees are in the air, and he's laying down.
Oh, okay.
But I went back and looked at it, and the explosion and fall is so quick. If video comes in 30 frames per second,
right,
it's less than 2 or 3 frames.
Wow.
It's quick. You really can't perceive what's going on, even in slow motion.
I see.
You see the flash, you see him drop.
Are the injuries pretty evident?
Well, he falls back down behind a curb.
Oh, okay.
So you can't see his head.
Oh.
And then a few seconds go by, and one of the cops runs up and, keeps his distance but looks. And then that's where the video ends.
Okay.
It's freaky. And just imagine sitting there. It's like something out of a movie.
It really is. It's a really interesting case.
All right. Can we do news or we got a break? Okay. All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right, 547, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. Opening the doors to scores of September the 11th lawsuits against the aviation industry, a judge has concluded yesterday that the hijacking and crashing of a jetliner was a foreseeable risk, quote unquote. U.S. District Judge Alvin Hellerstein said negligent security screening might have contributed to the death of 3,000 people in the attack on the World Trade Center in the Pentagon and the crash of a hijacked plane in Pennsylvania. In his ruling, this guy said that while it may be true that terrorists had never deliberately flown planes into buildings, airlines reasonably could foresee that crashes causing death and destruction on the ground were a hazard that would arise should hijackers take control of a plane.
It's the same rationale used in the Ford Pinto cases back in the 70s. A wreck is a reasonably foreseeable consequence, although unintended, of driving a car. So you have to make safety precautions in the event that ultimately occurs, because you know in a certain percentage of Pintos that's going to happen.
Well, God, if this happens, though, that's going to bang American Airlines, United, who else? Boeing, Port Authority of New York City, New Jersey. They're all in a lot of trouble.
Oh, sure.
I think it's chicken ass to do it.
I agree.
Everything
won't stop it.
No, it's not going to stop it. But just to go back and hold these people responsible over the actions of some nuts. They were able to do something even though security, the current security as it was at the time, they were able to get the stuff through that they needed.
Yeah.
So nobody really got anything on the plane they weren't supposed to have. What they had was allowable at the time.
Back then.
And that's what allowed them to take over the plane and get into the cockpit. I think, if you want, you can hold them responsible all you want. I just don't know how anybody, short of a nut, could foresee somebody flying two planes into buildings. I just don't.
I don't either.
Yeah, I mean, it had never happened before.
And it's really easy now to go back and go, well, look at this. It's so easy.
It's a foreseeable risk. Well, and the point goes on down here to say it's actually a risk causing death and destruction. It doesn't ever say that it's a foreseeable risk that they fly them into buildings. They can fly them into just the ground, and you're going to kill a bunch of people on 183 at rush hour, Not 3,000.
No, I understand. I think it's just amazing that even less than 2 years we're thinking about suing other people for the damage done by terrorists.
Mm-hmm. Other Americans.
It's because we can't go and find the terrorists. We're going to sue other Americans over something that somebody else did. That makes us look even worse to the world.
It does. That's even worse.
We can't even get along with ourselves. And now Bush wants. This is the other thing that always surprises or shocks me. How is it we always find money for other stuff, but we can't find money for things in this country?
I totally agree with that question. We're going to be rebuilding schools and buildings and highways and such in Iraq.
And we got a great big pothole out here in front of the building we can't get fixed, and I hit every single day.
And we have schools that are falling apart, literally.
I'm talking about this pothole out here that I hit every day in my new car.
I realize that. I know. I agree. That's one small problem, the pothole.
That's the one I'm focused on. So why is it we can come up with $87 billion for something on the other side of the planet? Now, first of all, I agree the fact that you can't go over there and wipe out a country and then just leave. Mm-mm. As funny as it sounds.
Yeah.
And everything's fixed. Yeah. Nothing rolling around, a couple of empty McDonald's bags.
Y'all are going to need to rebuild that.
Yeah. That stinks. You fix that. I understand that we need to go back and make sure that things are as they need to be when we leave. So hopefully the regime doesn't rebuild itself.
But you're right. Where does that money come from?
I don't know. They always have that. For some reason, there's always billions of dollars sitting around, and when something happens, they go, oh, by the way, that $87 billion that nobody wants, can we have that? Because we need it for this. Why is it we didn't have that for other programs? Why is it we're cutting back all these other things? Where does that money come from?
A deficit or anything else?
Well, and we have analogous situations here with the homeless and people that can't afford health care.
That's what I'm saying. Why is it we can come up, all of a sudden, we can come up with $87 billion for this, and we don't have that money for things here? Where does the money come from? I'm not being facetious. Where does it come from?
I'm sure it's financial smoke and mirrors.
Well, that's going to end up...
Well, doesn't that make things look awfully queer?
Well, you pay for it in the end. I mean, it's, Reaganomics is a prime example of that. You spend, and then end up paying for it later.
Well, why can't we spend to take care of things in this country?
I agree. I think we could apportion
especially this pothole right out in front of the building that's the size of a small water buffalo that I'm hitting every day in my car.
Call Laura Miller on that. That's a city issue, not...
No, that's our parking lot.
Oh, our parking lot. That one, yes. Okay. That's because it's owned by CBS.
Yes.
Well, I need that fixed, too. I don't care about schools. I don't care about school lunches. I don't care about homeless people. All I know is I'm screwing up the suspension on my brand new Corvette. I need that fixed.
Okay.
Take that out. It's $87 billion. How we doing, Eddie? All right, go ahead.
Several major airlines offering fewer flights on the second anniversary of September the 11th and the attacks. A few carriers said Thursday's bookings are higher than a year ago, perhaps because the economy appears to be in better shape. The country is not on the verge of military invasion, and fears have diminished. 7% of domestic flights have been cut for the anniversary compared to 12% for the same time last year. New study shows working out smarter, not harder, might be the key to losing pounds. Researchers at the Cooper Aerobics Center want to know exactly how much exercise women need to improve their health. Actually, they say women who exercise moderately lost just as much weight as those who had intensive workouts. And moderate exercise means walking briskly, like hurrying to catch a bus. Women who did that 50 minutes, it's 50 minutes a day, lost the most weight and kept it off. We don't need that one. Sharon Osbourne said she briefly left her husband, Ozzy, about the time their teenage son, Jack, entered rehab this spring. While the family was waiting for a bed to become available at the treatment center, her rock star husband continued using alcohol and prescription drugs himself. I just said, you have to stop, and he didn't. Well, then I'm going to leave. She packed her bags. She told Barbara Walters in their ABC 2020 interview, and she left. The separation only lasted 4 days, came back. He was sober. She stayed. And finally, from Men's Health magazine, the average guy gets a divorce at the age of, what do you think? Average guy.
34.
31. Pretty close. Number one reason why? We grew apart.
She's a bitch.
The number one for reason?
She's a bitch.
No. For women? Number one reason for women is?
I'm a bitch.
No. Infidelity.
Because I'm a bitch.
After the house, the property, the average guy would put the biggest fight for. Number 3, the big screen TV. Number 2, the dog. And number 1, the car. Average total cost of a divorce, $15,000. A wedding, $19,000. One thing that would bother the average guy the most about his ex-wife remarrying, his kids calling the guy dad. Much more likely.
Oh, you added that.
I did not.
I see it. What's that one about Japanese men?
I'm not there yet. How much more likely a divorced man is to commit suicide? You think?
Read that one again.
How much more likely the average divorced man is to commit suicide, percentage-wise?
More likely?
I'd say it drops.
No, it goes up.
Why would it go up?
It just does. This is Men's Health magazine.
All right, it goes up 12%.
200%. Twice as likely to commit suicide when you're divorced. Number of men who are still friends with their ex-wives, 1 in 2.
Why?
I don't know. They still are. A lot of guys still get along with their exes.
No reason to not get along.
Yes, there are plenty of reasons. If you could get along, you'd still be together.
Well, you may get along, you just don't want to be married.
I believe that Everett and Valerie still get along. They just choose not to be together. Activities most divorced men do to cope, more drinking and working. Number of men who've had sex with the ex.
What?
20%. Gone back and had sex with an ex.
Everett and I are just making eyes at each other.
I just got a couple more. Percentage of men who think it's okay for a married man to cheat on his wife.
Yes.
Percentage of them? Men who think it's okay for a married man.
Oh, you can't depend on these surveys because the guys are always going to lie. These aren't even close to being accurate. Unless it says something like 87%, this is inaccurate. What does it say?
Flip that, 14%.
I knew it. That's absurd.
Percentage of Japanese men think it's okay. That's 49%. And then finally, the number of men who think catching one's wife cheating in the marital bed should legally entitle the husband to an immediate divorce and all the property. What percentage? I walk in, she's in bed with some guy. This percentage of guys think they get immediate divorce and all the property.
The ones that don't kill her?
Yeah. That's where I thought this question was going to. Because I did that.
You killed your wife?
No, I walked in there.
I'm going to go for the obvious and just say 100%.
60.
Why would 40% say no?
60% say they should get an immediate. They should get everything.
They do these polls at the mall.
I think they probably do. There's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan, live 105.3, the Talk of Rocks, Texas.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Cheers.
Hi, Gail. What do you got?
I have got Owen's Country Sausage, my sponsor, and wrecks all over the place. Southbound 35, just before Inwood, the 2 left lanes still blocked by a crash, backing up traffic on Simmons and on 183. On Central, northbound at University, a wreck in the right lane has traffic backed up past Knox Henderson. On the tollway, northbound, Right around Beltline, a car broke down in the middle of the freeway, center lane. 635 LBJ westbound at TI Boulevard. The two right lanes are blocked. And then eastbound 635 at Marsh Lane. There's an accident. It's in my way. In Fort Worth, southbound East Loop 820 at Randall Mill, there's a collision. Treat your family to the special taste of Owens. And now your local Minyard is featuring a variety of Owens snackwitches and rolled sausage for $2.19. Owens, from our family to yours. I'm Gail Lightfoot on Live 105.3, the talk that rocks Texas.
Thank you, Gail. 72 for the low tonight. Scattered storms already popping up near Denton as well as down near Waxahachie. It's kind of we're sandwiched in between them. Going to rain tomorrow too. 85 for the high. We have 88 degrees currently at Live 105.3, the talk that rocks Texas.
So I didn't get the whole story with McNeil. That's why I'm in here, and he was talking about Lee Abrams, and that's when I left the studio, like I had someplace to go. What does he want to know?
If you know him.
No. I don't know Lee Abrams. I don't know anything about Lee Abrams. I don't know anything about being the program director for XM Radio. Yes. I don't know anything about anything.
That's what you wanted to know.
They're putting XMs in new Hondas.
Are they really?
I think so.
I didn't know that.
You notice how I stayed gone?
The whole time, yeah, until he finally left.
I had to go heat up my food.
He finally started asking Eddie.
What's he asking Eddie for?
Because you left.
Like that's going to get him anywhere.
Yeah.
Does that Russ know Lee Abrams?
Say something entertaining for about 30 seconds so I can finish eating.
Read a story.
About what? It can depend on you. Go ahead, Pam.
Everett.
Yes.
I have a...
Hi, Russ. How are you? I'm damn fine.
I have a legal question for you. I have a 17-year-old stepson, and he has not lived with me and his dad for a little over 2 years. My husband does have legal custody of him, but he's had problems with alcohol-related incidents. He had an MIP like 4 or 5 months ago.
What's that?
Minor in possession of alcohol.
Yes. Minor in possession.
Mm-hmm.
And his
See, I ain't got no kid that does that, so I don't know what it means.
Anyway, his grandmother helped him get his driver's license, which is my husband's
sweet.
mother. Helped him get his driver's license after that, and then helped him get a vehicle and provided him with insurance. And now he's had another accident with an MIP and a DUI. And there was also a kid ejected from the vehicle and hurt pretty badly. And we're kind of concerned that...
Oh, now you're concerned.
No. We're concerned that they may try to come back on us to try to sue us for something that he did when he was not living with us.
Do you own the car?
No.
Then you're probably off the hook. I mean, there is a theory of negligent entrustment if you give a vehicle to someone that you shouldn't, essentially. But he's 17. He's out, allegedly committing alcohol-related offenses. It's his own problem.
Right. Okay. Well, like I said, it was a matter of interference to begin with. Otherwise, he'd have still been living with us. And we were just kind of curious if we were going to be looking into...
Who was running interference?
His mother.
Okay. She give him the car?
Yes.
Well, then what are you worried about?
Well, I mean, we still worry about our son, no matter what. And we worry about the kid that got hurt.
I've never heard this before.
Huh?
But he's a good kid, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm just curious, have they already filed the charges on him?
No. But they're making a big deal with her insurance about how, they're not willing to pay all of his medical expenses and this, that, and the other. And, I mean, they're going to be looking to sue, no matter how you look at it, and try to recoup the difference plus probably more on top of that.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's insured. That should hopefully cover it.
Okay. Well, like I said, we were just kind of curious because we didn't know.
The first, like I said. Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks, Everett.
You bet.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Russ.
Gosh. Deserve all the problems that you have. One of the kid drinks with a mom like you.
Stop it.
What?
She's a very concerned mother.
Yeah, she's worried about them getting sued. If she was really concerned, they'd be raising that kid. Or he'd be stapled to something.
The kid.
Somebody's running interference. They can't.
You get people involved, family members involved, say, come live with me. I dealt with the same crap.
But your kids didn't turn into alcoholics with the VIPs and the DUIs.
I didn't make sure they didn't have a car.
BPI. What was it?
MIP.
Yeah, that.
Minor possession. No. He didn't have a car. He started acting up. He never drove that car again.
At 17, Everett, accountable or not?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Tried as an adult.
All right. Let's say at 16.
No.
2 homes. Who gets nailed? Wherever he's living?
Well, it depends on who owns the vehicle. I mean, potentially from a civil standpoint.
Let's say he bought the car himself.
Well, then no, he's on his own.
So at 16, they can't
it's
go?
16. It's 16.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think you might have more of a case in terms of negligent entrustment, but at 17, you're clearly liable.
For yourself.
Right, civilly and criminally. And another thing, I mean, when you're in an accident like that and alcohol is alleged, typically, the reason I asked whether or not files have been charged, or charges have been filed,
Got it.
is because anytime there's an injury involved in an alcohol-related accident, that's intoxication assault, which is more serious than DWI.
Okay.
Well, that's the reason I asked it, because she mentioned that it was she called it a DUI, but if there was alcohol, somebody's over the legal limit, and there's an accident, someone's hurt, then you've got a completely separate offense. It bumps it from a misdemeanor up to a felony.
Okay. But he's a good kid.
He probably is.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like he has a substance abuse problem.
Parents who can't see the shortcomings of their own children.
Watch it. I know where you're going with that.
You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking to Everett. You see me looking this way?
Yeah,
you see me looking this way?
I see you looking that way.
Which way am I looking?
Looking over here.
Thank you.
It's a very, very common problem in parents, especially non-custodial parents. You know, ones that don't have their kids all the time, but try to do things for them the best they can.
Yes.
If that was aimed at me, it certainly doesn't fit because I did have my child.
Ain't nothing aimed at you. I'm talking to him.
Okay,
I am not talking to you.
Okay.
Well, why are you so defensive if it doesn't
because
fit
obviously
you?
I see Russ with a little smirk over there.
There is no smirk. I'm just saying, obviously, parents who can't control their own kids.
Absolutely.
Kids running amok.
There are ones that
probably
do that.
running around half naked at Target.
They probably are.
Parents sitting there laughing, shopping, not paying attention to what's going on.
Yucking it up.
Yes. Little hooligans.
Mm-hmm. Scofflaws.
Yes. Should be beaten, stapled or something. My mom did to me.
She never stapled you?
Yes, she did.
Never. Put you in a closet once.
She stapled me to a carpet steamer.
Rental or one that she owned?
No, she bought it.
I know she did.
She put me on the business end of the carpet cleaner.
No, she didn't. Never.
Yes, she did.
Your mom wouldn't do that. She loves you.
That's why I'm not a vandal.
Well.
That's why I respect the law in our country.
Do you really want to go down the road?
Sure.
When you were a kid?
What about it?
Ever? Oh, let's see. Was it Mark that shot BB guns at cars?
Mark did it.
And did you throw apples at cars?
No.
You said you did.
I said... I did. I never said I threw apples. And apples don't do any damage.
Horse apples, you said you threw.
Those do damage.
Mailboxes, did you smash those?
Ones that had it coming.
There you go. All right, so you're a vandal. So you really were.
And I was caught and I was punished for my crimes.
By whom? Who were you caught by first?
State and federal authorities.
No, you were not.
Yes, they were.
No.
Smashing a mailbox is a federal crime. And that's why I was in that honor farm in Wyoming. No, how dare you?
That's not.
I'll get out of this.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I did a lot of things as a teenager, and I was abruptly punished, and that's why I straightened up.
You got away with a lot of stuff.
I got away with nothing.
You got caught every single time.
I wasn't good at it.
Okay.
Went shoplifting once.
I remember that.
Went into Skaggs Albertsons, went in there. Actually, went into Moses first. And then walked into Skaggs, because we stole some balloons from Moses. Then we went into Skaggs, stole some batteries. And I looked over at Glenn Murray and went, how are we going to get out of here?
Yes.
And we got caught leaving Skaggs.
They called your mom?
Called my dad.
Oh, Jesus.
Lovely.
First thing while he's whipping me, what the hell are you doing, Steve? Why are you stealing batteries? Like, he wouldn't have beat me if I had stolen something good.
Some meat. Some whole family could eat.
What am I going to do with batteries? Next time, buy some
things.
Round onion thingies.
Yeah.
Onions.
Is that what those are?
Yeah, they're delicious.
No, he wanted the screaming yellow zonkers.
Oh.
That's what he was beating.
Your dad did not ask you to steal for him.
Yes, he did.
What? He was beating you.
He loved the screaming yellow zonkers.
That's fine. I'm sure he could buy them. He didn't ask his son to go in and steal them. He was beating you for stealing, which is good.
And I didn't do it again.
Good for you.
Very embarrassing.
I would imagine.
But that was the first thing he bitched at me about was, what are you stealing balloons and batteries for?
It's kind of got a point.
I don't even know what we were doing. We didn't need balloons or batteries or anything. We already had the meth lab built.
You were trying to get away with it. Just trying to get away with it.
I suppose.
Kids, I think every kid at some point does that. I did.
I don't understand why an adult would do it, though.
That becomes yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a sickness.
That's a sickness.
Because clearly it's not for any sort of discernible gain, other than the thrill that comes from.
There is no, I don't understand. And I'm going back to the Glenn Murray thing.
Right.
If in fact he's guilty, we don't know yet because he's just been arrested. He hasn't been convicted of shoplifting. He was arrested for it.
Right.
I'm still legally in the clear, right?
You're doing great.
But if he did it, why wallets? Why 6 and why for something you can't turn around and sell? That's what I think you're right, JD, is the fact that something's missing here.
That's why it smacks of a sickness.
Yeah, either a sickness or it's somebody. I don't know how you'd plant 6 wallets on somebody.
No.
Well, yeah. What was his explanation?
He didn't know how they got here. Yeah. I went in there and dropped off some pants. These aren't my wallets.
It would be an odd set of circumstances that you put a jacket down, somebody sees you, this will be funny, or I'll stop and I'll get him. That's just too weird.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
Mm-mm. And what are you going to do? Catch him outside?
Yeah, and then
what are you going to say? Glenn Murray was my mule?
Yeah, wallet mule.
Yeah, he transported the wallets from inside to outside. Now I'll catch up with my mule.
Pick his pockets, and the plan is complete.
Go ahead, LT.
Yes, question for Everett. Love the show, Russ.
Yeah.
Everett, I was wondering, on the DUI issue, I know it's a minor offense and DWI is an adult offense. What age does a DUI go? Does it go all the way to 21, or is it a minor as far as 18 goes?
It goes all the way up to 21. Once you're 21, you cannot be charged with DUI.
All right, appreciate it.
Sure.
Why the distinction?
Well, they're separate offenses, and it's confusing because DUI, or driving under the influence, is the same thing in other states as our DWI statutes, essentially. But they're in Texas, is a separate offense of DUI, which pertains solely to minors, and the legal standard is different.
Okay.
On a DWI in Texas, you have to have consumed enough alcohol to the point that you're intoxicated so that you don't have the normal use of your mental or physical faculties, whereas with a DUI, if you're a minor driving a vehicle and have a quote, detectable amount of alcohol in your system, irrespective of how it affects you, that's a DUI.
Okay.
I didn't get it. DWI is more serious. DUI is less
Any
serious.
alcohol at all is a minor.
That's a DUI.
Then you're busted. Whereas if you get stopped...
it's a minor. I got it.
If you get stopped with a .02, they let you go. You stop a minor with a .02, he goes to jail.
That's DUI.
Got it. Okay. If they're driving.
Correct.
Yes.
What about being a teenager and just being out running around? Public intox?
Yes, if the statutory language is that if you're a danger to yourself or others.
Okay. Ready to go home?
Not for another 42 minutes.
I'm tired.
I know you are. You're going to work out tonight again?
I have to.
Okay.
They made me add cardio to everything else.
What are you doing in the morning?
Yeah, I had to get up this morning and go run 3 miles.
They said they'd pump you up. They're going to do just that.
I don't believe running is pumping me up.
Well, it's getting your metabolism up. Which is burning fat. And you even said yourself, you're looking better in the mirror.
Yeah, I look pretty good today after I ran, but I don't have time to do all of that.
You want to do this, you have to make time. That's the one issue.
Now we're going to 5 workouts a week.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to run. He wants me to run 4 times a week. So that's 12 miles a week. I got to find time to run.
You're going to dance. You wanted this.
I didn't want it this bad.
It wasn't a sentence from the jail. It was, you said, let me do this. And they brought all the equipment and gave you a trainer and food and creatine and everything else. And you're looking good. It's working. Why stop now?
Yeah, you yourself are even seeing results. I mean, I know last week you were complaining
this is going to be a pain in the ass.
Only 3 more weeks.
Is that it?
That's it.
You can last that long.
I don't see your legal ass running with me.
Well, I didn't agree to do it.
Well, stop telling me how easy it is.
I didn't tell you it was easy.
Don't tell me I can last that long either.
I'm trying to encourage you.
I don't need encouragement. I need steroids so I can stop working out.
No.
Yes, I do.
You can't stop working out with steroids. Yeah, that's an addition to working out.
Whatever. Yeah, Robert?
Hey, what you're telling me that you were only doing all these things when you were young. What about when we drove across that man's parking lot in Highland Park? I mean, his yard in Highland Park. Remember the Fiero back KAAM?
What story is this?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I don't know.
Who is this guy?
I don't know this man.
Yes, apparently you do.
Cow Patty Daddy.
What do you want? What do you want?
You were talking about how that you did stuff when you were a kid. You got caught
man is
back then.
obviously in some form of drug.
No, he's not.
Heavily narcotized.
No.
Has no business being on a telephone.
I saw the glimmer of recognition in your eyes.
There's no recognition. Robert, I don't know what you're talking about. Even if I did it, I don't know what you're talking about. So,
please.
Do me a favor. And Robert, I've done a lot of crap over the past 20 years. Catch me up on what I did.
Okay. All right.
That's why I stopped seeing you. I can't stand you.
We played racquetball, KAAM, remember?
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Play.
I don't remember. You're talking about, what, 1984?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, but things have happened to me in 20 years. I'm sorry I didn't get married and squatted some kids out and had nothing else to do.
Only 3.
Whatever.
So you do know him.
No, I don't know this man.
All right, and...
What? Just tell me what we did.
All right. You were given a Fiero because you were bitching about cars, and they gave you a Fiero to drive around.
Nobody gave me a Fiero.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
The red one?
Have I ever had a red car?
I don't remember a red Fiero, and I was at KAFM when you were at KAAM.
And who gave me a car?
I don't remember who it was.
Like a car dealership?
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
What?
All right. First of all, you're not telling the story right. I'm having to piece it together on my own, and the listeners certainly don't know.
I tried.
I've hated you since high school.
You did not. I told
all right. I bought one of the new Grand Ams. Okay. This has got to be, if I'm telling the story right, because obviously Yutz here is not going to help me.
Okay.
You going to help me, Yutz?
Go ahead.
First of all, I don't know what I did with Fiero. All right. But I had a Grand Am, bought the 84, the first production year they came back out. Something's wrong with it.
Okay.
Take it back to the dealership. While they're working on it, they give me a Fiero to drive.
Oh, okay.
That's where the Fiero came from. Obviously, I'm supposed to remember that.
And you went through somebody's yard in Highland Park?
No.
Yes.
You did.
No.
Why were you driving to somebody's yard? Robert, why were you driving to somebody's yard?
No. We went driving, and I said, do you mind if I drive? And you said, sure. You turned left and drove right into this guy's yard, did a donut, jumped out, and said, now you take over.
I did not.
Oh, I can absolutely see you doing that.
Absolutely.
Since the day we walked the check at Poncho's, and yes, I can see you doing that.
You know what? Just because it's a slow day doesn't mean we all have to bring up my criminal history.
Just a while ago, you're just waving the red, white, and blue, wrapping yourself in and going, all right, because I believe in the laws of this country. And I stand by them.
I do.
Break them at every chance you get.
It was a Mexican restaurant.
In Arlington, Texas.
Make any difference. You're missing the point.
I understand.
I don't know if that really happened or not, Robert.
Well, you know it did. I probably have a video of it somewhere.
Well, it's a dandy story, and I certainly don't know who you are and hate Carol.
Carol.
And we couldn't get any service, and that's why we walked the tab.
Service? It's Poncho's.
Did you have your flag up?
I don't think that's why we walked this. I think you just wanted to walk it.
No, I didn't. And why do we got to keep mentioning the business?
I'm sorry.
And you were there. You were an accessory.
I was not.
Yes, the hell you were.
We did not discuss this. You walked out, and I was following you in here.
Yeah, that's right. You see us walk past the cashier, and we don't pay, and that doesn't shock you.
By the time you're outside, I'm like, what are we doing? Shut up and get in the car. Shut up and get in the car. We broken the law. Shut up and get in the car. And I'm in the car, and I'm sweating for the next 20 minutes.
Well, you should be, you thief.
Somebody stole some. He did it.
I didn't do it.
You didn't even discuss it with me. You didn't. You didn't go, here's what we're going to do.
That defense?
Yeah, try that in court.
You didn't.
Yeah.
Well, we stole that stuff, but Webster didn't discuss it, so I don't think I'm guilty.
At what point did you decide we were going to walk the tab?
I don't know. I just stand in the La Bianca house. Next thing I know, heads are coming off. Nobody asked me nothing. Screw the Tates.
God.
It's a little bit of a stretch, but you get the idea.
I get it. Yeah.
I don't know. Charlie should do it. We have to break.
Okie dokie.
What are we playing?
How about Dumbass Jeopardy?
Is it any good?
I like it.
All right. Thought you were going to write New Wheel of Dicks for me.
I'm trying, but I've developed a dick block.
Wish Gay Stephen could get one of those.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Live from the CBS studios in Dallas, Texas, it's the Russ Martin Show, starring Russ Martin with J.D. Ryan, Eddie Boyd, Trey Trentholm, Dan O'Malley, Gail Lightfoot, and the Russ Martin Band. And now, here's Russ.
Nobody got that one.
Yes, he did.
The LaBiancas.
Everybody. You reminded me of that program director, psychodemographic. You that reference, you know.
I know it.
Everybody gets that. That's a famous murder trial.
Absolutely.
How old are you, Everett?
38.
All right. He's in our demographic, dead center.
Who's the youngest?
On the staff, obviously, O'Malley.
All right. Cash. O'Malley didn't get it?
Okay. $20.
He did or didn't?
I would think he's pretty well read. I think he got it.
All right. Did you get the LaBianca joke?
Isn't that one of the sections in Ponchos?
Give me my money. Bastard.
God.
Ponchos.
Is that an actuality?
That's an Italian name.
That's one of the villas at Six Flags, ain't it? Give me my cash.
There's your cash.
Where they have them Charles Manson gelatos.
Thanks, O'Malley. How old is O'Malley?
23.
Well, he don't count. He's underneath our demographic.
18 to 54 is our demo.
Oh, shoot.
We're always number 1, 1834, number 1, 2554.
Okay.
I don't care if anybody got it. It's still funny to me. It was funny. When does Manson come up for parole again? I can't believe it. They even wasted time.
I don't know. It's every couple of years or so, I think. But yeah.
Does he even try?
I don't think so.
No. I mean, he's clearly insane. I don't think he has the capacity to try.
Okay, I don't know.
I mean, think about it. You walk into a parole hearing with a swastika tattooed between your eyes, you're kind of...
Well, it's not going to come out.
Well, I know, but it's...
Say, that reminds me. Did you talk to Joy about the tattoo?
Yes.
And?
She said, sure.
No, she didn't.
I think she's playing with me.
Oh, she said yes?
She said it. I think she's joking, though.
What tattoo?
Oh, we're just talking about idiots getting names tattooed on them.
They said I should get Joy tattooed on my body, and I said...
If you called up or if you did this at dinner, not on the air or as part of the radio shtick or a phone call, if she thought it was real, she would cry.
No, she wouldn't.
You asked
she
her.
Would cry that I would ask her.
She would cry.
No, she wouldn't.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Not at all.
It would be a very touching moment.
Absolutely.
She's a very sensitive lady.
Here is how much I love you. If this is over dinner and it's a romantic moment, or you're at home and you're banging her in your squeeze chair or whatever the hell it is, you got your thing hanging from the ceiling.
Right.
You're spinning her around, and right in the middle of all that, you stop her and go, here's how much I love you, and you show her the tattoo. She would absolutely lose it.
No, she wouldn't.
Yes, she would.
She would laugh.
No, she wouldn't.
She would laugh in my face.
So you talked to her about it off the air, and she said yes? How did you phrase it?
I just said, we're talking today.
Oh, well, then I'm out.
Well, she heard it on the air. She listens.
I thought you already commanded her not to listen.
I can't. Don't. Almost said it.
What? Did you command her not to listen?
What she listens to and watches on television.
Didn't you command her not to listen to this show?
I did not command her. I recommended that we don't argue about things that are said on the air. Please do not bring up things that are said on the air. I thought you had told her not to listen to the show. She can listen all she wants. What she listens to, eats, breathes, drinks, sees on television.
But she can't go to La Bear.
But where she goes when it's my job's involved,
okay,
is up to me.
Then what about this? Well, first of all, what makes you think that you're invited that night at La Bear?
Well, okay, I won't go.
Okay, so she's free.
So she'll have no reason to go at all. Then.
She's free to come. Then.
No, then we will have other plans.
Well, how do you know she doesn't want to go do something with a chick?
She doesn't. Because it's our Saturday night. We always spend Friday and Saturday night together.
Okay, well, what if she says we're not going to do it this time? I want to go to La Bear.
She would never say that.
Well, we're not talking about what she would or wouldn't say.
What if
she says she's going to?
No.
Why?
Because we have other plans. We're going to do something else.
A month in advance, you already know what you're going to do on Saturday, October 4th.
We are going to do something together. I'll put it that way.
Do you smell something here?
Yeah, it's kind of getting stinky.
We will do something together. We always do Friday night, Saturday night. It's only 2 nights together.
Okay, and this one time, she wants to go do something.
Mm-mm.
So any other Saturday, Friday, Saturday, if she goes, hey, you know what? I'm going to go out to Chili's with a bunch of my chick friends. I'm sorry it's on a Friday, but it's the only night we can do it. She can't go.
Correct. And I would be.
You would command her not to.
I would be up to the same standards. If I said, hey, it's Saturday night and the guys are going to go do this, she would say, I'd prefer you not do that. I'd rather you spend the time with me because Friday, Saturday, that's all we have. You're with the guys every other day.
And what if she decides to go?
It would cause a fight. It would cause an argument.
Would it cause a relationship to terminate?
I don't say terminate, but it would be an issue.
Okay. But it wouldn't cause the relationship to dissolve?
No.
Okay. Well, then what's the penalty?
Yeah.
The penalty is I'll be angry and then then what do? Then I go out and say, okay, next Friday night I'm going to go do this without you.
All I know is being around me, you sure have gotten petty.
I'm not petty.
That's very petty.
That's the only time we get to spend together. It's Fridays and Saturday nights.
Okay. Where are we going with this?
I have no idea.
So she wants the tattoo.
She was joking. She was kind of half-hearted. She goes, yeah, that would be very nice. I think it was tongue-in-cheek.
She would be thrilled. And, with a name like Joy, if you guys split up, you could pass it off as just a heartfelt sentiment or something.
Sure, it could be a Christmas tattoo all year round. That would be great.
Holly, balls, stuff like that.
No, pass. I just don't like tattoos. I know you have one. Eddie has a bunch. I believe Everett does too.
That wasn't the question.
I don't like
I said if you got one or you asked her, she would want you to have one.
I don't.
If you said, I want to get Joy on here because I love you.
If we'd never brought this up on the air and I'd said it off the air, I still think she'd laughed. I don't think, because we've discussed them for her at some point. Just to like a little bitty, rose or something.
With your name, John?
No, not my name.
I think it'd be a nice gesture.
I do too. If you really loved her.
I do love her.
Obviously not enough.
I do. Stop it.
Do you see yourself with anybody else?
Not for this foreseeable future, but
well, then why not get a tattoo?
Because that's forever. God forbid she die.
Well, how dare you not keep a memorial?
If you go into another relationship or a marriage, the other person's not going to want that name on there.
Why?
Because
everybody has a history.
But you don't wear it on your arm. You wear it in your mind, in your heart. That's good.
For you.
It should always be in my heart. Tattooed.
You should wear your heart on your sleeve. Get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Never mind. Damn. I hate having a hit to the leg.
Yeah, I know.
That would be funny, though. Get one of those tattooed and have their name across it.
Right.
That's when you're leaving them.
Yeah.
That's almost worth doing.
That's pretty funny. Temporary. They make those temporary ones that aren't for.
I know, but you want them to think that it's real.
Yeah.
A great big C, the actual C thing right there with their name right across it. Bleeding.
Oh, God.
All right. Let me see. What are we doing here? Oh, Rock and Roll Jeopardy. Or Dumbass Jeopardy.
This is Dumbass Jeopardy. And here's the host of Dumbass Jeopardy, Russ Martin.
All right, let's see if we can get everybody on the phone without having this thing lock up on me. Hi, Ronnie.
Hey, buddy.
What are you doing on the phone?
I'm listening to you rag on JD and waiting to play the game.
When's the last time you played something?
God, it's been forever. I think I won Boston tickets that never come through, so.
How come you never got those?
I don't know. Did they even come to town?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
All right. Hi, Dave.
Hey, what's going on?
What do you do for a living?
Fix printers and computers.
All right. And here we go. Be damn, got them all three. Chili?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm a puppy phrenologist.
A what?
A puppy phrenologist.
What is that?
I just feel the bumps on dogs' heads and interpret them. Big business nowadays.
All right. Okay, what are they playing for, John?
They'll be playing for 12 months bronze level web hosting from BirdBiz.com, the official web host. Live 105.3 and the Russ Martin Show. Little Morphine Annie CD featuring our very own Everett Newton and a Planet X Superstore prize pack with all kinds of cool adult goodies.
All right. As in a regular Jeopardy, make sure you answer in the form of a question. The category is commercial slogans. Here we go. You know the answer, say your name. Wrong button. All right. My dog is bigger than your dog.
Chili.
Go ahead, Chili.
What black guy say to you in the locker room?
No.
Dave.
Go ahead, Dave.
What is Oscar Mayer?
No. Ronnie? What is Kennelration dog food? And the next one is, the answer is, dig 'em.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
What the last words you hear at Eddie's house?
No. Anyone here now?
Dig 'em. No.
I think it was this, I think it was the frog that said it. It's Kellogg's, Sugar Smacks.
Oh, yeah.
Pink hearts, yellow moons,
Chili,
orange.
Dave.
Go ahead, Chili.
Means you donkey punched her too hard.
No. Go ahead, Ronnie.
What is Lucky Charms?
Lucky Charms is right. Tastes as good as it smells.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
What is Poon?
No.
That took me a second.
Anyone else?
No.
Everett?
No.
What is Maxwell House coffee? You got chocolate in my peanut butter.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
What is when your puppy wants anal?
No.
Ronnie.
Ronnie, go ahead.
What is Reese's peanut butter cup?
Yes. Crisp and clean and no caffeine.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
What is heroin?
No. Anyone else? Here.
7-Up.
7-Up is right. We make money the old-fashioned way.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
What is killing Rob a hooker?
No.
Dean Witter.
No. What is Smith Barney? Don't be a paleface.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
Just tell me I'm squeezing it too tight.
No. No one here?
Nope.
What is copper tone? The scientific answer to the handkerchief.
Chili.
Chili, Chili, go ahead.
What is blowing her face?
No. Dave, go ahead.
Kleenex.
No. What is Dristan nasal mist? I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
So show me them boobies.
No. What is Excedrin? Take the bus and leave the driving to us.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
Stupid Jap.
No.
Dave.
Dave, go ahead.
What is Greyhound?
Yes. What's the score so far, John?
Right now, Dave has -1, Ronnie has 2, and Chili has -11.
All right. When you care enough to send the very best.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
Means you're pee whipped.
No.
Dave.
Dave?
What is Hallmark?
Yes. From the land of sky blue waters.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
That's when I drank from the toilet.
No. This is the one with the bear, isn't it?
Right. I know what it is.
In fact, I think the billboard on Stemmons, right there near Baby Doe's, used to be this.
Yep. At one point.
Yeah, because of the sky blue waters and the waterfall. What is Ham's beer? Where's the cream filling?
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
Squeeze it harder.
No. Where Hostess Twinkies? No more tears.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
You killed her.
No. Dave, go ahead.
What is Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo?
Yes. Look, Ma, no cavities.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
That's where he gets allowance?
No. Anyone else? Crest is right. It's that frosty mug sensation.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
What's shoving someone's face into a car fan while it's running?
No. Ronnie, go ahead.
What is the NW root beer?
Yes. Chili, I'm skipping the next one.
Okay.
Cuts grease fast.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
What is an INS raid?
No.
Wow.
Hold on, my coworker just lost it.
Ronnie.
Hold on, Ronnie. I want to listen to Trey laugh.
Okay, please.
Mirth from beyond the grave.
Make him quit.
Oh, no. I'll be back.
Stop.
This don't ever happen on The Price is Right.
I don't know. Possibly because Eddie don't write The Price is Right.
Chili, is your coworker okay? Okay. We'll see if we can go on. Ronnie, go ahead.
Damn, what is 409?
No. Head for the mountains.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
The government can't find you there.
No.
Ronnie.
Ronnie, go ahead.
What is Coors?
Nope. It would be head for the Rockies.
Oh, yeah.
What is Busch Beer? For virtually spotless dishes.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
To her mom, too.
No. What is Cascade? Ask any mermaid you happen to see.
Chili.
What?
How do you douche?
No.
Ronnie.
Ronnie, go ahead.
What is kicking in the sea?
Yes. We really move our tails for you.
Chili.
Or tail for you. Chili, go ahead.
A good hooker.
No. You know that one, John?
Continental Airlines?
Yes. You'll wonder where the yellow went.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
When you're vacationing in Hiroshima?
No.
Ronnie.
Ronnie, go ahead.
What is Gary's clean sheet?
What is what?
Gary's clean sheet.
No.
No.
Is Trey gone again?
Echo down the hall.
Yeah. Somebody's in a good mood.
Yeah.
Somebody's mom got over that yeast infection.
All right.
Oh, no. Eddie, are you all right? I mean, Chili, you all right? I was wondering where that smell was.
Yeah.
I thought we was having cupcakes.
Oh, it's the cheesiest.
Let me see if we have any left. Maybe we should just end here.
We should.
Thought maybe I could milk it for another 5 or 10 minutes. Do you have a score?
Yes, Everett actually won with 2. But I'll give it to Dave. He also 2. Ronnie had 1. Shelly had negative all of them. Here we go. 12 months bronze level web hosting service from VertBiz.com, the official web host of Live 105.3, the Russ Martin Show. Little Morphine Nanny CD featuring our very own Everett Newton. Adult Planet X Superstore prize pack, including cool adult goodies. Planet X Superstore located at Kingsley and Jupiter in Garland.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Yeah, I do too. They, the record company sent us a couple of MP3s yesterday of Mix's new song or album.
It's a cool lick.
He said he makes it sound like the big emphasis track is going to be Big. Was it? You got a Big Johnson's? Here, I'll let you pick which one you like better.
Okay.
Obviously, this isn't the whole album because we only got 2 cuts.
Ooh, y'all been telling some lies about your penal region. I've learned from your girl, boy.
We like a great big Johnson. We like a great big Johnson. We like a great big Johnson. We like a great big Johnson.
Big mama, please don't give me drama about my love hummer. If you ain't pleased, then tell me what I need. If you lie, I play the naive guy. Tell me 10 strong. You got a closer look.
Yeah, like it's all right.
It's no We Got Big Butts, but it's cool.
Right. Kind of like a novelty. It's a spin-off of the We Got Big Butts. It's sort of a novelty song.
Yeah, he got back.
They don't ever last long.
Right. What's the name of the, this? Something, Daddy's Home?
Daddy's Home.
Okay.
Play the games in a fantasy thing.
I think you can download samples or something off sirmixalot.info. Yeah. I'm not sure though. All right, so you got a feel for this one? Yeah. He didn't even want us to listen to the second track.
Really?
He
Why?
said you guys wouldn't get, he goes, it's just about me and my life and, you know, the rise, they didn't say rise and fall, but just it's his history.
I see.
They talked about him being a pimp and stuff in the early 80s and hitting it big in the early 90s.
Okay.
We like a great big Johnson.
All right. Here's the one. And he just said, you're not going to like it.
Okay.
And now this one's my favorite. Yeah.
What's guitar with?
I like how the keyboard kicks in.
Yeah.
And I'm hungry and raging, no vacation, hating my situation. I'm hearing freaky rumors about exploitation. A new vocation, I changed locations. I'm working for this chick, but she pays well. So I figured, why raise hell? They say the sex sells, and every now and then I gotta pay bail.
And you can understand it.
Yeah, it grooves a lot better.
In a brand new pimp, the Bill Goldfish wheel with the big grill. Looking tacky as hell, I got rolls in my head with an 8-inch sail. I'm doing things I'm ashamed of, a game with no love.
Here comes the hook line.
Suits and crock boots with spurs. That's right, spurs. Spin them on the chick to work curbs. Feel me? Y'all fools don't know about how this black man done changed. Yeah. Y'all fools don't know about how I picked up this game. From y'all fools don't know about all these sisters I lost. Sorry, baby. Y'all fools don't know about how much all this pimping cost. I lost my. Where are they now? Now the question is, where have they been? I'm trying to peel back these pimp-plated parts.
I want to get the rest of the album now because he said there were a few more cuts on there like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear this on the radio. The other one, not really.
I can hear this on Wild.
Yeah. Street heater to protect trick greeters. I need fees for what I'm out of being to charge fees and break bread with heavy weights.
It's got the rap for the kids. Got a little guitar there for an older audience.
And get pleased in the Florida keys. You see, I want
He's actually singing.
So what the one say if young Ray just wanted
I guess.
to DJ? Scratch mix for big booty chicks who do tricks on dance floors to impress male hoes. The tail goes. The strong survive.
All right. Did you bring me that clip in there, Eddie? Right here? I want to hear the clip again where Eddie just loses it. Yeah. What is this? Is after the INS thing or the yeast infection? Yeast infection? All right. Play this and then we'll go. All right, that's Sir Mix-a-Lot. Daddy's Home is the name of the CD.
When's it coming out?
It came out yesterday.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. You ready with the plugs?
I am.
Okay. Somebody's in a good mood.
Yeah.
Somebody's mom got over that yeast infection.
All right.
Oh, man. That's still not as good as the last time where he lost it and hit dog pitches.
Yeah.
What was that from? Do you remember?
Was it on a game?
I don't know. Never just one where it was a tone I'd never heard you hit before. Somebody's mom got over that yeast infection. Oh, no. Eddie, are you all right? I mean, Chili, you all right?
Like a hyena feeding on a fresh carcass.
All right. Wow. All right, it's after 7. You ready to go?
Yep.
I'm going to play it one more time.
Okay.
Do the plugs first.
Ready. For more information about the Russ Martin Show, email us individually. Go to russmartin.com to get answers to any questions you may have about the Russ Martin Show or possibly hear that clip tomorrow. Go to russmartin.info. To instant email us only during the show, send it to studio at russmartin.com. Other show websites are johndavidryan.com, eddieboyd.com, TreyTrenholm.com, danantasos.com, and GailLightfoot.com. For law issues, contact Everett Newton at dallasattorney.com or call him 214-823-LAWS. Let's see here. The official urologist for the Russ Martin Show is Dr. Chris Fettner for men's health issues. Click on Doctor, you spell it out, drfettner.com, and everything else is at live1053.com.
And the police fire parade DVD and the posters are on sale now.
Oh, they are? Okay, russmartin.com.
Front page.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Somebody's mom got over that yeast infection. Oh, no.